This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution. This is the future.
Hey guys, how's it going? Matt from Foul Ball Productions here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you're doing well because I'm doing phenomenally. Thank you very much. This is not the MFR podcast. Typically, that's when I'd say what episode it is and how exciting that is and how much closer we are to 100. But this isn't that. This is a special live stream. This is my my 40th birthday stream. My word. Can't believe I'm saying that out loud. And we're going to do things a little differently tonight. We're going to be playing a game from a famous podcast that I'm stealing the idea. So I hope there's no legal issues, but I will heavily promote it and explain it and give all the credit to the people who invented it. And hopefully there's no problems. But I have a bunch of people here that are going to be playing with me. So let me first introduce our hostess for the evening, Miss Cinevere. Oh, you are muted. I cannot hear you, Sin.
Oh my gosh, that is
There.
normal.
Right.
I smacked my mic a couple of times and it still didn't whatever.
Those
Anyway,
big cans.
yes, it is. They got in the way.
Yeah.
Well, hey there, cuties. And thank you so much for letting me join you tonight. And happy birthday, Matt. I'm so excited.
Thank you. Yes, I'm excited as well. And I really appreciate you doing this as the hostess because you're going to have to juggle a few jobs. But thank you so much. All right. We are still waiting on one guy. Apparently he's coming. I don't believe him. But let's welcome an old favorite, my buddy of several years, an old podcasting pal of mine. Please welcome to the stage, Vigilante Williamson.
Should have been unmuted for that. Vigilante Wiz here. Another episode of Matt's birthday. I don't know if I've done another birthday episode. Maybe.
Don't know if I've ever done one.
Oh, okay. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Again, congrats on making it to 40 despite your best efforts.
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It is weird. I mean, actually, I technically haven't made it yet. It is going to be Thursday. So we'll see.
Let me not be premature.
Mm-hmm.
We still got a few days. Yeah, but yeah.
No,
we're not playing strip poker.
We're not.
Thank God. Even though this feels almost as embarrassing.
Hello,
Maybe
Bush.
emotional.
It might be. It's not going to be. It's going to be a little bit. Maybe some vulnerable moments, but I think they'll be pretty funny. So Vidge is here. Also, welcome back. Another longtime Cocktail Lounge co-conspirator. He's got just as much blood on his hands as me. Everybody, welcome to your favorite, mine as well, Jed Revenwolf.
Oh, dude, that is true. I have much on blood on my hands as he does.
Indeed.
So.
Take me down. I'm taking Jed with me.
Yeah. Oh, we take each other down. It just
Pause.
Burn the whole place down. So.
Yes. Well, hello, Jed. Thank you very much for being here. And like I said, Zach will be here at some point, allegedly. But the other contestant for the evening is my longtime communist pal, lives up in the great Northwest where all the women have hairy legs and hate Trump. Please welcome my buddy, Michael.
Hello.
Hello, sir. What's going on?
Nothing much.
Not a whole lot.
Quite hungry. Forgot to
I mean, this
eat
isn't a
before
restaurant,
this.
sir. I can't facilitate that.
Where's my waiter?
Yeah. Well, let me say hello to everyone who's here. Hello, sentient dildo. Yes, you refuse to believe that's Jed. Listen, it blew my mind as well. In my head, as I was saying backstage, Jed is a 2.5 foot tall purple imp. He's not a human being, but seeing him in human form blew me away. So, not sure you have the link. Oh, did I not send it to you? I thought I did.
You didn't send it to me, and I had to get a hold of you.
All right, Jed, there's no reason to throw me under the bus, okay, pal? No.
That's my job.
I'm just kidding.
I got the link just fine. Just
That's
saying.
one of my
Yeah.
jobs.
Vidge got the link.
You know,
Mike got the link.
this
Sin got the link. But I'm sending it to you right now, Mr. Zax. Sorry, buddy. Okay. Sent, my friend. Sent. Yes. Okay. Tom F. Hello, Tom. I might be here, then again, I might be not. I don't know. Boosh McFadden didn't send you the link. Sorry. Well, it's a 5-person game, so which I will explain in just a moment. But hello, love it. But you're welcome to come on afterwards if you want, Boosh. It's fine with me. After the game. He made it. Hello.
Hey, what's up? Was that a tariff issue? Was that what that is? I had to wait a little.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's a 10% delay tariff on Canadians.
Hey, that's fine.
Thank you for
I'll
stopping
pay it.
in here, Zach. Good to have you.
Thanks for having me on. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's fucking horrifying. Big Shippy. Hello, Ship. What's going on, pal? Good to see you, as always, my friend. Kay Revenwolf, the lovely bride or bride-to-be of young Jettery over there. As I said, Boosh McFadden. Hello. Small Time Republic. What's crack-a-lackin'? Cinevere's Fish. All right. Did I miss anybody? FKHC 2005. What up? All right. I think I got everybody. Low Spec. Hello, Low Spec. What's cracking, brother? And Big Shippy and Ruben became members. Love that. That's super fun. Okay. So today we're going to be playing a game called Story Wars. So there's a podcast called Story Wars that's hosted by Louis J. Gomez and Big J. Okerson. I put the link in the description. So if you guys want to check that out, I recommend it. It is hilarious. But basically the concept of the show is all 5 of us, not including Cinevere, because Cinevere is our lovely hostess, have submitted 3 stories to Cinevere. Now, none of us are aware of any other stories. So basically what's going to happen is Cinevere is going to read out one of these stories at random. And the game here is that if let's say it's my story, the goal for me is to try to trick everyone and make them not think that it's mine, right? And then I'll get a point for every single person that I trick. If it's not my story, it's my job to figure out whose story it is. And for that, I'll get 2 points. And that's pretty much the whole game. And much like the podcast that I listen to that I love, Story Wars, they're always playing for a book. And this is no different. We are playing for something today. There's a prize, guys. Hopefully I'll win it so I don't have to mail it out. But we're playing for Playing Off the Rail, A Pool Hustler's Journey by David McCumber. At age 17, David McCumber was stricken with road fever, that irresistible call to the itinerant life. Itinerant life of a professional gambler. 22 years later, he got the chance to follow that dream, not as a player, but as a stake horse for Tony Angione, a non-smoking, macrobiotic eating Renaissance pool hustler, student of Eastern religion, and master of the pure green felt poetry with the dead stroke. So we are playing for something real today, folks. So it's not just fun. Holy shit. Big Shippy. What's up, my friend? Damn, dude. 120 Australian dollars. Thank you very much.
Thank you for
That was real money.
Yeah.
That's almost real money. Yeah.
No, it's actually a lot of money. Wow.
That's a lot of money. No,
Actually, that is a lot of
it's almost
money.
real currency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if that really is.
Happy birthday, bruv. Try not to make it to 45 or I'll have to pray for your family. That's true. That is true. And I am also a terrible podcaster. So, a lot of that does apply to me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
terrible.
So, dude, Ship, you're the fucking man. Thank you so much, brother. I really appreciate it. Okay. Contestants, do we have any questions? Is anything unclear?
I think I get it.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
I get it. Yeah. So.
Okie dokie. Well, I guess without further ado, we can hold on a second. We can get
I
started.
should better know the rules since I watched 3 or 4 episodes.
Yes, exactly. Cinevere, story number 1. Sin, I think you're muted again.
Oh, God damn it. Let me spin the wheel.
All righty.
All righty. Story number 1. Let me get there. Is I met a woman on Plenty of Fish, and after a few days of flirty chats, we met for drinks. She didn't resemble her outdated photos, so I politely told her she wasn't my type, paid for the drinks, and left. Later, she said that if I was willing to give her a chance, I could fuck her in the ass. I said no, but told her she should have led with that.
Wow. Wow.
Okay, that's not Matt.
That's a hell of a story.
That's not Matt. That's not
Okay.
Matt. That's not Matt. Nope.
What are you basing that on there, Jed?
Because
by
all
the way,
shit
sorry.
we've done
One
over
second.
the year.
1 second, Jed. Sorry. The subject of tonight's show is dating. So all these stories are related to the subject of dating. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jed. What was your reasoning?
I was gonna say all the shit we've done over the years, and you cringed at some of the shit I've said. That's no fucking way. That's you.
You know, there's one other caveat we should add. Somebody said too wordy. So because we're all like dweebs, apparently it was very obvious who was who.
Yes.
So these have all been gronked. Is that what's that AI we use?
I am trying to run some of them through Grok, but some of y'all only gave me like half a sentence.
Yes.
Oh, hilarious.
Because we're men and stupid. We just all like said one word. And so she tried, made a little more hot sauce.
Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe it's not necessarily like indicative of the style of the answer, right? Like it's like, oh, that sounds like a Michael answer, or that. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. It's been kind of chewed through AI. Okay, so wait, so the story was that someone met a girl on Plenty of Fish, and then she didn't look like the picture, and they told her to fuck off.
They told her no, they didn't like the picture. And they just kind of just left. It's like, all right, I'll pay for the drinks, and just left. And then she came back, said, you could have.
That's based, right? Paying for the drinks is based.
Oh, the fuck you ass. I kind of feel like it's Zach.
I kind of feel like it's Zach too, especially because he just said he just defended it. He's just like, well, it's based to pay for the drinks, right? Now I think it is Zach's.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the?
No,
I think what's wrong with the whole story?
What's that?
I mean, you probably should have Googled her first, but like before you go meet her in the first place, that was a bit of a mistake, a misstep, but at least the rest of it went smooth.
Yeah, it sounds like you're complimenting the storyteller, which makes me think.
Yeah,
You
you
have
know
this
what?
look of embarrassment when it came to
storyteller.
fucked in the ass. Once that was said, you just
That's
this look
crazy.
came over you.
Yeah, because Matt,
oh,
I got
man.
turned on.
He's too
I got turned
polite.
on.
You're like,
I
damn it,
would. I
can't
couldn't
remember
do that.
See,
I've got.
that's how I knew
Yeah.
it wasn't you.
No, you're right, and I don't
I
think
would-
Michael. I don't think Michael would either. Like I know
say
Michael.
It had to be
Yeah, I wouldn't
Zach's or
write
Vitch.
that.
You wouldn't write that, and you also. You wouldn't
Yeah.
do that to a chick.
Yeah.
I don't think that you would like just blow her off like that. Plus, I think you're too young to use Plenty of Fish. That sounds like someone that's
Yeah.
older.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I have
all
a
right.
question before we go further. Is
Yeah.
everyone here straight, or at least like bi?
Michael alleges he is, but I've never seen it.
I mean, I was gonna.
I am.
I didn't want to ask Michael directly, but like he looks a little
I
bit. You look a
I
little
just
bit
look
like a twink.
Ed.
No offense, it's like you got the twink vibe. And
he does live
I'm
in
feeling it.
Seattle. You know
I'm
what I mean?
sorry.
I do have
Sorry.
How can
bite-sized
you run?
peanut butter pretzels by mine.
He's always talking shit about Trump. You know, it seems gay to me.
But it could be. I don't know enough about Michael. I know a little bit more, so I might be attributing things. But I don't know.
That's fair. Okay, that's fair.
I
I'm
can tell
gonna-
you it's not. I'll just.
I know Michael, and I do not think in any world he would do this to a girl. He's too nice of a person. 'Cause I look. I respect the flex, but I'm gonna start the voting, and I'm gonna say it's Zach's. That's my vote.
I say Vidge or Zach's.
Yeah.
Considering all the shit
I'm gonna go with Zach's.
I almost feel I don't know any of you guys except for Matt. I'm gonna go with Vidge. It is tough because we can't see Vidge's face.
He does
I don't
have an
know him.
advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Well, yeah.
I've been looking at all of your faces.
Oh man,
trying
so
to
maybe I should.
see
I
your
don't like.
reaction.
Are you gonna go get
If
the
you
mask?
can be on camera, that would be tight.
Yeah,
I
go
gotta
get the
figure it out.
mask.
I feel like it's not. hero like to cheat. So
It's not good for the brand.
Yeah, we need
okay,
to
so
get a fresh reaction to the story. So
yeah. So
tell it again
Vidge-
with his.
Okay,
Vidge
so you
said,
No,
okay.
I'm kidding.
Well, we got Vidge's answer. He said Zax. I said Zax. Has anyone else put it? Yeah.
Hey,
I'm gonna-
Matt.
I'm gonna say
in the
Vidge.
private chat.
Okay.
Can I vote for Ruben who's
Oh.
in the chat? It sounds like a Ruben.
Dude, if Ruben was up here, you would totally Ruben did that.
I'm gonna go with Jed. I'm going with Jed
Okay. Jed.
because
Come on.
I don't think Matt or Vidge would walk away from anal.
Fair. That's fair. Okay, so we got
Really?
we need Michael and Jed's votes.
I'm
Okay,
thinking.
I'm gonna my final answer. I'm gonna say Jed.
Okay, Jed. So that's well, two for Zax, 2 for Jed. And what do you got, Jed? Tiebreaker. Obviously, it can't be you. You can't vote for yourself. No, you can't
No.
vote for yourself.
You can't vote for yourself. Yeah.
No.
I
Since you
I'm
do
thinking. Yeah. Wait. Okay, so because I've heard the crazy shit that Zach's done, and I know the crazy shit that Vidge has done, but I'm gonna go with Zach's. I think it was possible.
All right.
That's my vote, Zach's.
Cinevere, tell us whose story that was.
that was Zach's.
What's up?
I
Knew it.
fucking knew
What's
it.
up?
Fucking knew it.
I knew it.
Absolutely. The Plenty of Fish gave it away, I think, almost more than
Yeah.
anything. That's
So-
great. Okay, so Sin, did you say you didn't understand?
I should have lied and said Tinder. Or
Yeah,
something, or
how did-
Grindr.
No, dude. That's because I knew. I was like, okay, that's not Michael. That's not him. I was like, wait, that's either Zach's or Vidge. And I was like, wait, that's Zach's.
I could have said I should have asked you, Zax, if I should have put a dating app instead of Plenty of Fish.
You can change it to whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
Okay, real quick, Sin, did you say you don't understand the point system?
Yeah, I'm not quite 100% on the point system. I think you gave an explanation, but I've been trying to like scramble to get these through Grok.
Sure.
And there's been a couple of times where it's actually changed the story entirely. So
Yeah.
I was just like, oh shit.
So since it was Zax's story, I get 2 points for being right, and Vidge, who also guessed Zax. And
I
Jed?
get one.
Okay.
I get two.
Yeah, everyone who guessed Zax correctly gets 2, and Zax gets 1 for tricking Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if we can at the end of each round before we go to the next story, if you could read the point totals, that would be
Yeah.
terrific.
At the end of each round. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I will do that. Okay, so
Outstanding.
Mike has no points. Zax has 1. Jed has 2. Vigil 2, and Matt 2.
Fuck yeah. Okay, cool.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Zax, the other thing is,
Yeah.
please tell this story. What happened here?
I wrote a fucking novel, so that's basically the entire story. So we pulled up in the parking lot at the same time, and then I saw her get out of the car. I'm like, holy fuck, this is not going to be good. And the whole time we're walking into
What'd she look like? How different was she from like the photo?
her face was the same, but like her body was not. So she was much
In there,
she was
brother.
much heavier than I anticipated. And you really like she said later that she had she put up pictures from when she was younger,
Yeah,
and
they always did.
and it that did line up, but even still those were pictures from like the weirdest angles I looking back, and so I should have been more sus about it, but at the time I was just like, whatever, I'll go meet this girl. And go to the car, we're walking to the place, and I'm the whole time I'm walking like I don't want to become
he
this
froze
girl.
in the middle of.
Wait, what are you saying,
Frozen.
Zax? Sorry, go ahead, Zax.
I don't want to. I said like I don't want to be stuck with this girl. I don't want to sit here for like an hour or two with her and like pretend maybe I like her when I already know I'm not going to. But I didn't know how to like
Break it to her?
extricate myself from that without being a complete asshole.
Yeah.
And then we were sitting down and we ordered drinks. And I'm like, I can't. I just got to go. I'm gonna tell her the truth. And honestly, like if she had set more honest photos, it wouldn't have been an issue. And yes, it's shallow, but it's like the first fucking date, so I get to be shallow.
Wait.
And so I told her, and then so this is where I learned. I kind of already knew this to an extent, but like some women like to be rejected, and so I didn't expect to ever hear from her again. Maybe I get trashed by her to whoever, but it doesn't matter. Like it's all online. But no, she's like, hey, I'm like, I admit the pictures were like, whatever old, but hey, if you're willing to give me another chance, we can, maybe I can come over and like, no, not, but thank you. I said, like, that would be a much better lead than sending someone pictures of you from 5 years ago.
But she said you could fuck me in the ass?
Yes. Yeah.
That's insane. That's like crazy to just throw that out there.
That was desperation, my brother.
That's like, and not just you could fuck me, you could fuck me in the ass. It's very specific. I imagine the ass was quite ample.
She wanted to have you try it out to see if you like it and then trap your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Trap your ass with my ass.
I know, right?
All right. Well,
and
that
like,
was,
no, so that was it. But like, she went, I don't know why she went right to that. Like, it wasn't like a deep conversation we had about that.
That's utterly insane.
I think that's, you roll the dice, right? I think there's a lot of people that say, okay, well, that sounds like fun, but no, I don't want you knowing where I live.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly. Plus, you might have to, take a shit afterwards. So,
fuck.
All right.
Not in my house.
It'd be like in Bridesmaids where she blows up the toilet and it just destroys everything. Like,
just in my place.
Just like that. All right. Cinevere, story number 2.
I gotcha. Hold on. Okay. At a work conference, my buddies and I met at a hotel restaurant workers. Oh, what the fuck, Grok? I met at a hotel restaurant workers who took us to a lounge and challenged us to strip buck hunter, betting that the loser would flash on command. Despite the girls' distractions and their familiarities with the game, my friend Steve, also known as Clutch, dominated the crucial rounds, winning us the bet for the night. No one was expecting Steve.
Okay, so I think maybe some people didn't understand some of the instructions. The stories are only supposed to be a sentence or two long, maybe 3 tops. I hope that I made that clear. Maybe I didn't. But that's sort of the idea. So, Sin, I think in the future, if you could try to maybe just get the gist of it. I know you're doing your best, and I know I'm asking a lot of you.
That was the gist of it.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So, can she put that down in the chat too, please? So everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Because, on the TV show, they have it where the
That's actually a good point.
Yeah, it can see it and like.
If you don't mind saying.
Dissect.
Yep. I'm pulling it up now. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, thank you.
Good call, Jed.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm a fan of the show now.
It's a good show.
Watched 4 episodes last night.
It's really fun. Okay, so at a work conference. Now, I know Vigilante. I know that you work in the corporate world.
Mm-hmm.
I know Michael does not. Michael is another food service slave like myself. I don't know what Jed does for a living.
Mysterious.
Jed, what do you do for a living? What's your job?
I'm a pimp. So
you're a pimp? Okay. Yeah. Well, there wouldn't be a work conference for that, I don't think.
Pimps.
I don't know. Thoughts, guys? What are we thinking here?
Could be. It seems Jed. It's Jed because it's so fucking wordy. That just makes me think Jed.
Yeah,
or is it?
I don't know.
I
think it was Jed too, just on the word count alone.
Right? Like it was so much wordy, so much unnecessary detail that even Grok couldn't fix it. So I was like, yeah.
So what was the story? Did you put it in the
I
chat?
actually almost didn't understand.
I am working on it.
Meandered forever.
Oh, here we go. Okay. So at a work conference, my buddies and I met at a hotel restaurant workers who took us to a lounge and challenged us to strip buck hunter, betting the losers would flash on command. Despite the girls' distractions and their familiarity with the game, my friend Steve dubbed Clutch dominated the crucial round, winning us the bet for the night. Okay, so somebody went to a bar with a buddy. They played strip buck hunter, and then they won.
Mm.
I know it's not Michael.
I would put a parlay on Jed.
On Jed.
I wish I could bet something of value on Jed to win it.
Strip buck hunter sounds Canadian.
Could be. There's no way the odds is exactly hit twice. What is this?
So
draft lottery?
I don't think there's an actual game called Strip Buck Hunter.
So how come this isn't Matt?
Hold on a second, Jed. The stories are random. They come out random. So it could be Zach's 3 times in a row. It's totally random.
Yeah, I'm spinning a wheel. Just so you guys are aware, and I cannot tell you which one, or I can read the stories, but I can't really show.
Yeah.
Okay.
No worries.
So, okay, sorry,
Change
Jed. What
my
were you-
answer.
Oh, I was thinking, how do we not know it's not you? You know, could be
You
Matt.
don't, but I mean, give some reasons as to why you think it is.
I do play video games.
At a work conference, I've never had a job that would be considered anything kind of a work conference. Michael, are we boring you?
actor.
Oh my
right?
god!
No,
you're,
no,
you're
I-
doing what
I'm so
homie did in the first episode, Matt, where
Personal
he just laid it out.
thing.
He's like, "Oh,
Fun
I
too.
never did anything," and then,
Well,
But that's a strategy. There's a strategy to getting.
oh yeah,
you to
there
guess.
is a strategy.
Like I want you to think it's me when it's not, and then when it is, don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because then you waste guesses on me and have
Yeah.
less likely to get the point.
I've never held a job that that would have any kind of a work conference. My guess is it's Vidge, Zax, or Jed, and I'm leaning towards Zax because of the Canadian sounding strip game. I've never heard of this.
Buck Hunter, yeah.
I've played, but you haven't played Buck Hunter before,
I
Matt?
played Buck Hunter, sure, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
It's in
he's
like
played
so
Buck
many
Hunter.
bars.
What are you saying is the Canadian part?
The strip part, it just sounds like something that kind of country, fucking, rural, small town, cold people would do.
I'll strip with anyone if you want, so I'm cool with that. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Playing it cool.
Any more
Cool.
straight to anal story?
Especially like it's a win for like if it's like do dudes even care if like people see us naked? I don't think we really do. So I would take that bet all day.
Wait,
It could be Zach. I just keep
are you
thinking there's
trying
no
to
way
convince people
the
the story
lottery
is
hit
yours, or-
twice.
Yeah, you understand the game, right? You're supposed to, if it's yours, you're supposed to convince people it's not yours.
I would do this. I've done this plenty of times.
Right, right. But if people, so I get points though if somebody thinks it's me when it wasn't, right?
Mhm.
No.
No.
Oh, I
you
don't?
No. You only
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah,
points. You only get points if it's your story and you trick someone, or you
Oh.
guess the correct story if it's not yours. That's the only way you get points. Real quick, horror with Nads. Thank you, Nadia. No invite. Afraid of me, Matt. Understandable. Happy birthday, you old geezer. Thank you so very much, Nadia. And you are more than welcome to come on the stream after we are done with this game.
Nat, I will send you the link after the game part. Okay, I'll send it
Yes.
to you.
But that is so
Everybody's
nice
going to
of
get
you.
a link that wants to come on out. I'll send it to everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Any thoughts? Does anyone have any other? I don't know. I'm kind of
Any
stumped on
thoughts?
this one. I'm still thinking Zax, but it seems less likely that it would be Zax twice in a row. Work
Oh, I've
conference
seen it.
could
Wait,
be
wait,
Vidge. Could be Vidge. He
Could
works
be.
corporate.
Could be.
I think it's a Vidge or Jed. Or I
It's
mean,
Jed.
but can you lie in your story? So like, or just
You can't lie. The story has to be true.
Yeah, the story does
Would
have
Grok-
to be true, but you can.
Would
Yeah,
Grok
I'm
pick
trying
things
to-
that feel like-
I'm trying to make
Well,
sure
if-
Grok doesn't change it too much. I will miss some because I cannot read that quickly, but I am doing my best.
Oh,
yeah.
also, Sin with Grok,
oh.
you can tell it to stick to no more than 3 sentences.
Oh yeah, my command is can you edit this to a quick 2 to 3 sentences without changing the story or context, but also please embellish.
Smart. Okay, cool.
Because
Embellish.
like, would they say like, does it have to be a work conference for
Because
sure? Like,
some
could it
of
be a
you
casting
guys
couch situation for Matt.
Gave me like 4 words for a sentence, and I'm just like, I
No.
don't know how to handle this.
Okay. All right. Well, try to read them as close as they were written as possible, unless it's like a run-on sentence. If it's short or whatever, we'll try to stick to that as much as we can.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, cool. Kay does not think it is Jed. I don't know.
It
You
could
know?
be
Thank
Think
you
so,
so
because
much.
I do have a
Appreciate
past.
it.
I mean, I did a
It
lot
could
of-
be Jed.
I
It
did
could
a
be
lot
Jed.
of things back in the day that we talked about on the cocktail lounge.
You know what? I'm gonna go wild card, and I'm gonna go Vidge. I'm going Vidge because the conference thing, because he's worked, and I know he's worked in corporate America most of his life. That's my vote. I'm gonna make that official. I'm going to write Vidge. That's my vote. Boom! It's official. It's on the whiteboard.
Okay.
Man.
So
So
I'm gonna get a whiteboard.
I'm,
next
change,
time.
I'm changing my vote.
Oh,
Okay.
you can't. You already did it. You already.
No,
said
he
it.
didn't. He didn't tell us what it was.
no, yeah, he didn't say official.
Well,
I'm
who's the
I'm
ones
going to
already
Vidge
said
because I was gonna say Jed 1st.
Mhm.
It was Jed, but if your wife is in the chat or whatever, you know she's gonna watch this show, and if she doesn't know about this, then that tells me that this isn't you, That's my guess.
or she doesn't know yet because I didn't tell her.
and that would be
Also
a foolish
possible.
thing for you to do.
I'm going with
You're a
Jed.
smart guy, Jed.
Jed
Vidge
is my final answer.
All right. All right. So now it's down to Mike and Jed.
I got to stick with my gut and go with Jed
Okay.
here, and that's purely based on the amount of words. That's it.
That's fair. All right, that's fair. All right, and then Jed, what's your answer, my friend?
I'm gonna go with Vidge.
Vidge. Okay, so that's 3 for Vidge, 1 for Jed. Cinevere, whose story was that?
That was Zax's.
Oh, shit, it was with Zach.
Good
Dude,
job,
I was
Zach.
gonna wait. I was gonna pick Zach's, but I thought I know Vidge has been.
So he gets 2 points, right?
He gets 4 points.
Oh, he gets 4
All of
points.
us.
Yeah, he gets 1 point for every person he tricked, so he got 4 points. Zach's
Nice.
twice in a row. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And this is
What are the
I had
odds?
this thing that said it.
That was
should
my
have been
first
Zach's.
thought.
Yeah,
You know
me
what?
too.
You know what threw me though was he was like, I don't even know what strip buck hunter is. Like when he said that, I was like, oh shit. Maybe
Here's
I
the thing,
pointed.
and I know what he's been doing.
Nadia knew.
Yeah. And the thing that you said, and I know about this about Vidge, it's he's done. We haven't said it, but me and you both know what he's done. That's the reason why I said that.
Yeah. All right, Zax, please tell us the story here, bud.
Yeah, we were on the road for a couple of weeks. And a couple of buddies of mine were there for this conference, and we were in the hotel like all the time in the restaurant because we ate for free at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And then the lounge was across the street, so we met some girls there who we chatted up. And then like for our last night, they wanted to take us and show us the town. And so we're like, yeah, for sure, let's do this. And they met us at the lounge across the street, and we're hanging out there, we're having drinks, and then one of them says, "Hey, let's play. Do you guys play Buck Hunter?" And like I had never really played it, and like not really, but sure. It's like, well, how about we make it interesting? And so that was the bet, was that whoever, all of the 3 of us, it would be like all of our points combined. Whoever had the most with the girls and the guys, the loser would have to flash on command all night long.
Did she?
Wherever. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, she
Yeah.
kept
Yeah.
up
They
to
kept,
her
girl.
part of the deal.
they kept to it, but we were losing. Like we were, because my buddy, the other guy, Mark, fucked up and he sucked. And then I came up and I barely won, but it was super close.
Nice, dude.
My buddy,
Nail biter.
my boy Steve steps up and he fucking just like lights out. He was fucking perfect. He won us the night, and it was so close. I didn't want to see his nuts, or like if I didn't have to.
Yeah.
No,
So it was,
no. You want to see the
fun night.
nipples, and everything.
Jed,
You
we
don't
know.
wanna see the-
Obviously, it's implied that we want to see the girls'
Yeah.
tits.
Yeah.
Did you bang
Yeah.
her? Did you
No,
bang
wanted
these broad? Did you get any of these?
No.
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 Well, still
Not
got to see the
numbered,
tits. That's pretty great. Okay, Cinevere, what are our points at? That was a big swing.
All right. So Zax is now at 5 points. Jed is at 2. Mike at 0. Vidge at 2. And Matt at 2.
Okay, all right. So,
Dude, we're
All
gonna
right.
be like the
Zax
homies.
just took the first, the front.
We're gonna
lead
be
there.
like Jay and them, and we're gonna have the 2 the whole time because you know what happens.
Well, we'll see. All right, Cinevere, story number 3.
At the theater, I inadvertently repulsed my date by greedily devouring far too much of our shared popcorn. Her subtle grimaces made it clear I'd given her the ick as I obviously crunched away.
Jed.
Well, I was gonna say Jed's just had his face hidden. Did you notice that?
He definitely sold the shit out of it.
he definitely was looking down. That's a tough one. Okay, can we put that one on the screen, Sin?
I gotcha.
You're the best. Here we go. Okay, I inadvertently repulsed my date by greedily devouring too much of our shared popcorn. Her subtle grimaces made it clear that I'd given the ick as I crunched away.
It's
Oh.
Jed. He's laughing.
Oh, okay. We've
Jed
got
is not. Jed is selling this shit like so poorly.
yeah, real quick. Hey Joe, what's going on, buddy?
Not much, my fellow bartender. What's going on, brother?
What's
Not a
up,
whole
brother?
lot, man. Thank you for dropping in. I wanted to. I'm glad you're here, and I'd love for you to be here. But we're gonna play this game first.
Yeah.
So if you'd like to come back after that, I would be very happy to
I
have
will
you.
do that. I've got to go ahead and load up my replay of Mass Effect.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, happy birthday to you, my
Thanks,
friend.
man.
And I will see you in a little while.
Fuck yeah, dude. This is so great. Thank you for coming. All right, we'll talk to you in a
awesome.
little bit. All right,
Yep.
buddy. Later. Okay. Gave her the ick. Now that also that's interesting because that's kind of like a young person's kind of term. I wonder if this is Mike. who just can't stay out of his phone. It's driving me crazy.
I haven't eaten anything all day, and I'm door dashing some
okay.
food, and I'm sorry.
Giving her the ick. This could be Mike. He also fancies himself an intellectual, so like all this sort of fancy wording, kind of like I could see Mike trying to sound smart, inadvertently.
I inadvertently repulsed my date
by greedily devouring subtle grimaces.
I did put this through Grok, guys.
Oh, okay. All right.
I had to embellish. I cannot work with 4 words.
Okay, fair enough. All right.
Previously crunched away.
I don't want to be mean and say that this sounds like a fat guy story, but it could be.
Fat guy in a little coat.
Could be just a fat dude story.
I mean, just to kind of play like the odds.
But like fucking Jed sold it like it was his. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Greedily devouring too much of our shared popcorn. Huh. Jed does seem oblivious at times, so it totally could be Jed. He could be just not reading the room at all.
It's me.
It could be that.
It's hard to say. He's been reacting the same way to every story, though.
It's true. It's really true. Zach's is too classy, I think. I don't think Zach's would do this because he had a polite, he read the thing with the girl, and even though it was blunt, he was still trying to be like a gentleman about it. I don't think he would just completely not read the room and devour popcorn like
who says
like
there wasn't a hole in the bottom of the bucket either. So.
I feel like this has got to be a Matt story, actually, the more I'm thinking about it.
You think this is me? You think I'm this much of a fucking clown?
I don't know. I've
probably you're right.
Gonna
You're right on something there.
Dad, I think I was the date, Matt. Do you remember when we?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, it's not really something I would do. I'm usually pretty aware of people when I'm on a date with them. You know what I mean?
Wait, everybody. He's a rare. Okay, if you would go back to the cocktail lounge, let's see how rare he was.
Well, I was drunk. I said aware, not a rare.
A rare.
Aware with a W, Jed.
It's true.
Can you not say W's?
A rare.
Aware. Woo, like Wednesday. Oh my God. All right.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Lunar Lucidity Hale says Matt is a hog confirmed. I don't know.
When he has that douchey
I've eaten a lot of dinners with Matt. I think this sounds
on a date though. I don't know. Greedily devouring far too much of our shared popcorn.
That's okay. So hold on. It's someone who wants to be a writer is doing this.
Well, this is Grok. Also Grok.
Repulsed my date by greedily devouring. Come on.
But
I had to put it through Grok.
Yeah, I guess it was too short.
So, I'm going to ask her, how much of this was changed? Like, do you know
how much can we just see the ungrokked story? Is that possible?
Yes. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
What's up, 70s? You Dallas Stars loving
I feel like though that it would give it away who it is. So did you want to make your guesses first? Because I feel like this might be cheating.
But they submitted it.
I feel like that is part of
the however, you guys, if I'm gonna share like the stories with you, like during the thing, you guys are gonna start noticing the way people are writing because even I can pick them out.
Oh, I see. Like if there's another story that's also
written in the same manner, you're gonna know.
They do say she changes it on the other show too.
Okay, that's fair. Sin, can you just send it to me via Twitter? I just want
to.
No.
It's my birthday.
I would give you only one as a gift.
Okay, I'm just curious. I really just want to read it and just see how much Grok is changing.
This is your only one.
Honestly, just for the integrity. Yeah, I'll do it after. Yeah, after is fine. I just want to just for the integrity of the game, to be honest.
So he his vote doesn't count this round, Sin.
Oh God, who is this?
He's invalid.
Gave the ick.
I haven't sent it yet, but I could.
I'm going to go with Mike because I know Mike, and I know Mike at times is incredibly oblivious to things. He just doesn't he's just in his own world at times in ways that are mind blowing. Now, you guys don't know that about him, but I do. So that's my final answer. I'm saying Mike.
Is it me next? Because like I said, the way Jay reacted.
Whoever
I would
wants
say
to get.
Jed. My final answer is Jed.
Okay.
Anybody? Let's go. Keep going.
Whomever wants to go.
Go,
Whoever's
go.
got a thought here.
Who's next? Let's go.
I'm gonna say Vidge because I can't say Jet. I feel like I've said Jet every time, and I don't want to sound like I'm picking on the guy.
No.
This is like when you do like a Scantron test you haven't studied for. You're like, it can't be C three times in a row. Yeah.
If it's
I
actually
think-
Zach's story, that's going to be.
I'll be so fucking pissed.
That'd be crazy.
The-
I'm counting on that again, but this doesn't sound like Zach.
So who else?
Oh,
we
Vidge.
you know what?
Yeah.
Sin,
Vidge.
that is fine.
God,
You can that's fine. The way
Okay,
that they
no,
wrote it, that's
I'm
totally
just-
cool.
Your
yeah,
vote's invalid if you saw
I'm
that,
trying
man.
to do a uniformity so that you guys can't guess, like, because it really does get very obvious if I were to leave a lot of these alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
how about you grok some of them and you don't grok some of them, and you just don't tell us which ones are and aren't?
Oh,
Maybe that-
hey, that's a great idea, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if someone like did understand the
Oh, Doug.
assignment
Yeah,
accurately and
like
watched
if
the
somebody
show,
did like a sentence and you know they're doing it on purpose, or somebody
Yeah.
did this,
yeah,
because
maybe we
I
should
know
we should try to keep it as close to what was submitted as
I know
possible.
some of us.
Is that? I didn't think it was
Oh,
too
Jed,
different.
Jed. You know what? It's fucking Jed.
Let's just
Do
go.
not read rooms.
Oh, what?
I
All
vote
right.
for Vidge.
I don't read rooms.
Yeah.
All right. Is everyone's votes in? Jed, did you vote?
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Matt.
Me. Okay. So Sin, whose story was that?
That was Vidge.
Vin.
Oh,
I was hoping.
bro.
You know what, man? When this camera
Yeah.
went on, that story got read. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna lose off of the
Fuck.
obesity. I just
How
need.
did you not get
You
that?
guys are so fucking woke that instead of just thinking the fucking obvious, it's so fucking woke. Shout out to the base, Zax and Michael. Would you say it's the fat guy? What the fuck?
I know you should have just gone with that, but I don't know. You also strike me as the type who'd be a gentleman.
I honestly, I don't think the bitch liked me anyway. But that's me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, can you tell me the
Because
story?
that was like our second or third date.
Okay.
She really was giving me like uppity vibes, even though I don't know why. Whatever. But yeah, we were
So-
watching.
Okay.
Now I will say that I didn't write the fancy way, but I did put the ick. I did add the ick.
Mhm.
But for context, the ick really is like a recent-ish term,
Yeah.
and the date happened. The date because it was the first Wonder Woman. We went to see the first Wonder Woman.
So
Okay.
he put that in there to throw us off.
Well,
I don't know. It's just a term. It's just people say the ick now. So I
Yeah.
just figured out you guys are modern and hip humans. Yeah, it's the fat guy. I just assume, but they're so woke. They're so
Shit.
body positive.
fuck.
They-
Damn it, that was my
that
thought
sounds like
too.
some shit Matt would
But then I
do.
thought like Vid, you wouldn't like give away the game like that. Or maybe. All right.
I don't know what it was. I didn't really mean to. I felt like I wasn't eating that much, but somewhere through, you could just tell. Like, oh fuck. So I
Oh
fucked
shit,
something up.
that sucks.
So it has to be the popcorn because it can't be the movie. Like we're just watching it.
Right. Ah,
Yeah,
that's embarrassing. That's too bad.
So yeah,
All right. Well, Spin, that's 2 points for Zax, 2 for Mike, and 2 for Vidge.
Okay, so
What's the totals?
2 for Zax, 2 for Mike, and
2
one
for Vidge.
and 2 for Vidge. All right, so we're at Zax with 7, Jed with 2, Mike with 2, Vidge with 4, and Matt with 2.
Outstanding. If you could read them in ascending order, if you could start with the lowest and go to the top, that would be fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, so that was story 3, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Sin, if you wouldn't mind, story number 4, please.
Story number 4. I was sitting with my girlfriend one time and we got into an argument about people wearing Crocs.
Whoa, that sounds like some motherfucker over there named Matt.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I
that
do
sounds
like
like
Crocs. That
Oh,
is
wait,
that-
wait,
Matt does
wait,
have
wait.
Crocs.
I do have
Yeah,
Crocs.
Well, you're
Matt
pro
is
Crocs.
like-
I'm
But I
pro
think it
Crocs.
took him. I
Edgy.
think it took him being convinced to get the Crocs. And
I
then
Yeah,
got them.
but-
I got them. I'll tell you when I
Thank
got them. I got them 4 years ago during the pandemic when I was, or I guess that's 5 years ago now, when I was working in that bakery, because that's what like baking people wear, and I love them now. I'm very pro Croc. That is true. That's been
I
wisely.
fucking hate. I made fun of Matt when he did that picture on fucking X.
Yeah. So
wrong
maybe
with
it's
I
dead.
roasted the fuck out of him on
Maybe
there
it's
of those
Jed then. If
Crocs.
he's got this passionate of opinion about Crocs.
No, you know how many times on the Roadhouse, on the Roadhouse.
He doesn't care about losing this round.
No, he
just wants
doesn't
to
care.
know.
He just wants to let everyone know how much
No,
he hates Crocs.
I hate that shit.
That's more important than winning to him.
It might be Jed again because of the reaction. I was going to go with Michael because I'm like, well, that seems like something that, because if you're like a communist, you like to argue, right? So I'm like, that's all I know about you is you're a
All
communist.
women are communists. Fuck
Dude,
this.
You know what I
okay,
think?
you probably
I
don't
think
mind
Matt-
arguing.
I think
No,
Matt
I don't.
slid that in there just to fuck.
See,
You think I did?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good
I think
looking
my
dude.
girlfriend
No,
one time.
Matt knows how the game's
I-
played.
Also
Okay.
know that Michael is the type of person to like really latch on to little things and
Yeah.
like argue about the nuance. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
Kovacs
So-
has a point. The story didn't say which side of the argument he was on.
That's
That's
also
Right.
true.
That's what I was
So it
thinking
could be
too.
Michael or Matt right there.
Well, I'm
It might
also
be your
young
Crocs.
enough that I think Crocs were cool by the time.
how old are you?
That's
Yeah.
actually a good point.
How old are you?
Yeah.
Hold on, look.
Crocs
said
are
how-
cool with the younger generation. That's true.
Yeah.
Shit.
They started getting cool when I was like 18 or
Yeah, that's a
You know.
good point. Fuck. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
Huh.
because it
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
say
cool.
Your
which
Crocs
side.
are cool.
It doesn't say which
They're not
side.
cool.
It's like maybe Jed is just throwing this round, but like, would he really not get it that much to
Oh
just
my-
like
that's my head.
commit to it even right now?
I'm saying that why would I throw a round when I only have 2 points? And
That's a good
I
point,
thought
too.
About that. Why would I throw a round?
That's a good point too. So we're kind of down to Zach. So are we thinking that Zach's gone
Well-
3 times in a row? I don't think so. Or 3
yeah, and the
stories.
pattern with Zach's stories was, something to do with anal or stripping. It wasn't as
That's fair.
wholesome
That's right.
about, as about.
But
argument
like
Yeah.
I
over
said,
Crocs.
Arguing about Crocs.
And we just went Vidge. Vidge just had a story. It doesn't mean
Yeah.
much, but we had 2 in a row with Zach's.
okay, so I'm thinking.
Fuck, I have no idea.
Somebody
That's a
threw
tough
this
one.
in here to throw the chaos and point that finger at somebody else, or Matt did this on purpose to
I
I want to see
know.
what kind of chaos is gonna happen.
Yeah, he'd worked out his Croc story ahead of time.
Yeah, we all
Maybe.
seriously.
I
we
mean,
always
look,
talk
I
Yeah,
about
will
kinda
say-
think it's Matt.
This sounds like something that I would do. It does.
Yeah, it does, doesn't
Because I
it?
definitely have gotten
Yeah,
into
it
petty
goes into
arguments
Vidge.
with girlfriends before and made a big deal about absolutely nothing. I'm telling you, this isn't my story, but it does
Okay,
sound like-
Jay.
I also
okay,
don't
Jay.
think Matt was dating
Okay,
somebody
Jay. Okay,
at this
Jay.
time.
Okay. What are
Like-
you saying, Mike?
Maybe it is.
I don't
Matt.
think you were dating somebody at this time. I'm remembering
In
stories
the past
from
5 years, I haven't dated anyone.
Dude, what was
No,
that
when you
chick
were
he
working
left-
at this
Yeah.
bakery.
No, but I that doesn't have anything to do with when or not I could have had an argument about Crocs.
With a
I
girlfriend? or
I
with,
still
uh,
own Crocs currently
my-
today.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he
And this
had-
doesn't have to do whoever's story this is. They could have just been seeing someone walking by and having an argument about Crocs. Doesn't have to. You don't have to own them.
Yeah, it's and my
Okay, I'm-
thing is,
Don't. Fuck. It's
I
not
think
Michael.
Matt-
Crocs.
I think Matt just threw that in there to cause a little bit of chaos on purpose.
It's not me. I'm telling you.
I-
Don't throw away your fucking vote.
I-
Real
I'm not-
quick,
I didn't
Joe's
say I
atmosphere.
didn't confirm it yet. I'm
just saying, just
I
don't
think
don't throw. It's not me. Okay, my uncle recently broke his hip wearing
Okay,
Crocs on
Jay.
wet wooden stairs. Crocs are dangerous. Happy birthday, Matt. Thank you very much, Joe, for the $5 super
Help
chat.
him.
And sorry to hear about your uncle. That sucks.
Yeah, I hope it gets
Too
better.
bad.
Yeah,
Yes,
I hope he gets better,
Yeah.
brother.
as do I. But thank you very much. Thank you very much for
Okay.
that.
Because I'm gonna
here's a-
say this: it's one of the guys that knows because Matt even had an argument on the cocktail lounge with somebody about Crocs multiple times.
That's true. I told you I'm very pro Croc. I'm
Yeah.
not pretending I'm not.
Yeah, he's had.
But I'm telling you, this isn't me.
Mm.
It sounds like it could be, but it's not. I'm telling you.
I don't.
What were you
Okay,
gonna
so
say, Zach?
is this stereotype? It might be a stereotype, but I was in Florida last year in Orlando, and there was a demographic that was heavily favoring Crocs. And I'm not going to say that they look like Vidge.
Fucking Canadian bigot.
Wow, just a
What the
little.
fuck is this?
I didn't say that.
But you didn't say it. This is what I think. Canadians are sneak. I'm from Michigan. Canadians are sneakier than you think.
Yeah.
Sneakier than you think. They act all polite. They're not polite. They're sarcastic as fuck. They're always.
All right. I'm gonna say it's not Mike. I don't think it's Zach's because there's no way we got this. I'm just gonna play the odds that it's not Zach's in the third story.
Yeah.
Jed was fighting way too hard. I don't think he would throw the round like he said
No,
with 2
dude,
points.
like,
I am gonna
honestly,
go with Vidge. That's
why would
my
I
vote.
throw the round for something stupid
Vidge
like that?
is my vote. That is Vidge. Not because I think you would do this necessarily, just because out of process of elimination, I believe it's you. And also, that 70s rock fan, thank you for your member super chat of 37 months. He says it's a misspeaking. Matt likes cocks. Now, if you're talking about the South Carolina Gamecocks, okay, fair. But if you're talking about penises, sir, you are mistaken. I do not enjoy penises. Thank you. Except my own. Other than that,
like the stories that
you are
Matt
wrong.
used to tell us about when he was doing the movies and shit, and then he tried to throw us off the trail and then we'd sniff up stuff. I'm just saying.
Since your dildo has a good point. Just Matt is just like, it's not my story, guys. It's like, well, that's probably his.
Yeah, it's probably Matt.
Not my story.
I swear it wasn't me this time. He said.
Okay, I've
Matt
seen on
and
the
Jed
show.
was doing the most. That's why it's hard to pick between them.
Let him go.
You know, since you picked me, I'm picking you. I'm picking Matt. That's
not a very good reason, guys. Don't pick me. Don't throw away your vote. I think it's Vidge trying to get one over on us.
Dude, I'm telling you, pick Matt because that sounds like his. I don't think Vidge would
throwing away your vote
like that.
Throwing away your vote. Don't do it.
He threw that shit.
You're gonna give Vidge points. All right. Okay. So Vidge said me. What do you three say?
I'm gonna stick with Matt.
You're going with Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
And Jed, you picked me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm picking Matt too.
Cinevere, tell him what is. It wasn't me. Tell him who it was.
It was Jed.
Thank you. Thank
Well
you.
God
done,
damn
It's
it.
so fucking hard. I should know it was fucking him.
What is wrong with me? I'm like completely going against all my
That's off,
instincts.
Jed.
God
Dude,
damn it.
no.
You fuck. Now
So-
you're bigotry. Now you want to be a bigot and didn't pick me.
So all of you did not pick Jed?
Not race
No
shaming
one
you.
picked Jed.
Oh my
No
goodness.
one
I
4
cleaned
points.
I channeled Tony right there. Okay.
Damn it. I
Good.
can't believe he
That's
did
good.
that. I was like, no, Jed's dumb, but he's not that dumb.
Oh,
Fuck.
his
No,
wife is in the
see,
chat asking
here's
questions
Matt's
now.
downfall.
And he
Matt
tricked
gave
me.
Matt gave me episodes to watch on there, and I was like,
And he's got
when they-
strategy and stuff now.
I
Son of
watched
a
4
bitch.
episodes. So,
Damn it.
It
And I was
could
like, there's
be
no
or
way.
not
He's
me.
going too hard. Fuck.
dude, I'm channeling the spirit of Tony tonight,
So,
brother.
all right, Jed, what's our story?
Oh, it was okay. It was my sister. My sister saw your picture in the Crocs, okay? And then
It was
her
about me.
husband wears Crocs, okay? And I said,
Ah.
they're kind of gay. And she goes, no, my husband wears them.
It was
I
your
like,
sister?
Yeah, my sister I've had on stream before. Okay, Harley.
I thought you said it was your girlfriend.
You were dating your sister?
No, I wasn't dating a sister.
But you're
I'm
supposed-
super
these stories-
confused
Oh,
right
shit,
now.
Did I put girlfriend in there? I was. Oh,
The stories are supposed to be about dating,
Jed
Jed.
was dating his
Whoa,
sister.
I think we just uncovered something way
Are
more.
you in
no,
Alabama?
it's not like that. No, it's not like that.
Alabama.
Okay.
No.
Wow.
Listen, it is about her husband. It's dating. They're together, right?
I guess that's related.
But that's not what was said.
No, that's fine.
Oh
That's
my
related.
goodness.
I didn't mean to put that.
It's related like Jed is to his girlfriend.
No. Dude, I was up late doing these last night, so I might have just, and I didn't send them this
Hey.
morning. So I was
Your
up
sister's
like 2
around, I
in the
guess
morning.
it's okay.
I might have just put that in there by accident.
Sensu Dildos take away his
Oh,
points.
fuck off.
I'm with
I did
that.
a clean house.
This is yeah.
cleaned
No, I
house.
should have thought it was Jed. He was going so hard. That's not man, just
I
him.
know that's so
And then you kept going hard. I'm like, oh fuck, it's fucking mad.
No.
Okay,
That's
well,
how I usually do. So I clean board. I got 6. How
yeah,
was it that, Matt?
Cinevere, what are our points there?
So we have Matt at 2, Mike at 2, we have Vidge at 4, Jed at 6, and Zach's at 7.
Well, I
Fuck.
cleaned house.
Damn it.
Yes, you did.
I'm losing bad. Okay,
Well,
well,
I did too. You're losing.
the way they do this normally on the show, the Real Story Wars, which I said once again is a great podcast by Louis
Yeah,
J.
let me go
Gomez
get
and,
the link.
and
I
Jay
got it right
Okerson. The link is in the description. You should please go watch it. But what they normally do at the halfway point is they do plugs. So, Mr. Vigilante Williamson, where can people find you?
Oh, please sub to me. Sub to my channel. I've been trying to get to 1,000 subs for like my entire life.
5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. I am making music. I've been doing that. So I'm going to be putting out hopefully a couple albums over the next few months. I got to figure out how that whole process works, but however long that takes, I'll be doing. Hopefully by this summer we'll have like music out. And follow me on Instagram, even though I don't post much, but I will change that. So just Vigilante Williamson. This is the way it's spelled. Vigilante, like
his link.
Vigilante.
I just put his link in the
There you
in the chat. So please subscribe to my good friend Vigilante Williamson.
Yeah.
He's the fucking man.
I'm on YouTube,
crime fighter.
Instagram, and Twitter. And I stream. I stream and make videos.
A lot.
So,
You stream a lot.
yeah, I might even stream after this. So
Indeed. Okay. Jettery, where can people find you?
I have 2 channels. Well, the first one is my pop culture activist, where I do the past, all the stuff we love in the past. And then I also have my Jed Revenwolf channel, where I'm going to do all the modern day stuff.
Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Jed Revenwolf, can you put those in the chat for us there, Jettery? That'd be
Yeah.
fantastic. Thank you very much. Subscribe to Jed. He also on occasion does a stand-in cocktail lounge, the Roadhouse
Yep.
show. So yeah, give Jed a subscribe.
Yeah.
Michael, do you have anything to promote? Oh, you have music.
Yeah, but I don't.
Yeah, it's on Spotify. Apparently it gets thousands of views. I've heard you brag.
Yeah, but I was just thinking about that today, and I want to. I'm probably gonna scrap everything and start from scratch. So I don't have anything that I want to share.
Okay, well, donate to your local communist party, and you will help Michael by proxy. Okay, that's how that's how we can get there. Okay, well, Zax, sir, where can people find you?
At Zach's on YouTube.
That's right. What do you got coming up?
Wednesdays, 9 p.m. Central. It's What's Good Wednesday, and then Saturday, 10 p.m. Central, Circle of Jerks. And I am in numerous places in between. But yeah, I'm at Zach's. Come follow me there. Hit the bell, and you will be entertained. And Matt's there all the time.
I am indeed.
Yeah.
Vidge will not come on my shows no matter
I
what.
need to get over there.
And Cindy is almost always there. So if
Yes.
you like Cindy,
you haven't
and,
invited me in like a year and a half.
you ghosted me a lot, Vidge, and like
you hurt
really
his
hurts my
feelings.
Yeah, I'm Canadian. Like we're very delicate, and so
Very delicate.
I just
Yeah.
think that you're right.
Like
Yeah.
a maple
And
leaf.
I'd love, I would
Indeed.
love to have you on, Vidge.
Yes, go see
You said-
Zax's menagerie of freaks that he manages to cultivate.
Yeah.
On
Not
Saturday.
just the
It's a fun
panelists
time.
either.
No,
He's
and
doing,
like,
Zax is doing good. Zax is doing good. I'm
No,
proud.
he's doing great. No, I was
Yeah,
calling
I'm proud.
myself a freak, but just so everyone's
But-
aware.
Vidge said he would go on with AJ. He'd go on AJ's show, but not mine. I'm not saying he's racist. I'm not saying that.
Mm.
However, you can think about it however you want. You can work through it.
I never
Um,
said
thanks,
that,
Matt.
but you know what? I'm going with that now. Screw it.
Okay. Alrighty. So,
I'm
and
sorry for
Cinevere,
Kanye. You know what? I
Cinevere,
am-
our lovely hostess, where can people find you?
You guys can find me on all platforms as Cinevere. I cover games and anime and all kinds of nerd stuff. So I stream randomly as well. As Wednesday, you guys can find me on Zax's channel every Wednesday and Saturday, and Leon's channel every Monday and Friday.
I don't know how to spell. Wait, I have to how do you spell Cinevere?
I
I'm
have
trying
her
to-
SINIVIERE.
E-R-E.
This is her
There we
ex.
go.
I have her
Okay, great. And
ex.
you get to
I
see
read
those
it.
delicious bouncing anime titties. right?
Yes.
That's a reason to go sub, if for no other reason. Go over to
That's her
Cinevere's
ex to
channel.
go over this. Yeah. So.
Indeed.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
Put the X in there.
That's her easy win. That is, but when she gets fired up about something and starts to rant, that's you can sit back and enjoy that show too.
Oh yeah.
That's also a ton of fun.
Fuck yeah. And as far as me, you can obviously find me on this channel, the MFR podcast, typically every Monday. I will be skipping this Monday because mom's in town. But always trying to do streams and pump out videos when I can. Yeah, other than that, Instagram, Twitter, give me a follow. All that good shit. I am going to step away real quick for a second, guys. Go grab another drink. If you guys would mind just vamping, I will be RB. Okie dokies.
All right.
I would like to read something if you guys don't mind. And
Go ahead.
what I'm
Go
going
ahead,
to read now is, yeah, I'm going to go for it. It's going to be fun. You guys will like it. So this is from Cinevere. This is what she said was the last story given, and it goes like this. I was sitting with my girlfriend one time, and we got into an argument about people wearing Crocs. Jed, that was your story.
Mhm.
It says my girlfriend, but you said it was your sister.
Dude, I was
The
up.
same thing. Same difference.
Kay
Isn't
can
the same thing?
confirm. Kay can confirm. I was up doing this last night, and I changed them because
Ring,
they
ding,
were
ding, ding, ding.
too wordy, and so I
Same
changed them.
difference. It's okay, Jed. This is
Would you mind
America.
sending what did the sentence say that he sent you?
I
Is it say sister or
I
girlfriend?
want to put that in
It's a
there.
good question. Maybe we should do an extra round because Jed cheated.
I didn't cheat.
It says I was sitting with my girlfriend.
I never.
I
not lying.
went back to the email to triple check, and yes, it does say
Yeah,
sitting with my
yeah,
girlfriend.
and it's my fault
Liar.
because everybody knows I have dyslexia and shit. So
Listen,
Mix up your
he's not
sister and
lying. There's
girlfriend?
no need to cheat. I don't get it. What's the
Yeah.
problem?
You could, yeah. I'm not saying you cheated. I'm saying
yeah,
I-
dude,
I
I
get
put.
that, you know, some
If you
families
go
are
on the
closer than
road-
others.
on the Roadhouse and the Cocktail Lounge, when I'm typing in chat, sometimes word shit comes out. And I'm like, I didn't mean to put that word in.
I don't know
Matt
if I feel
Steve-
comfortable
Matt-
with you in the word cock in any sentence.
Matt has seen me like
Boosh
sit
knows.
text, and
There
I'm
you
like,
go.
oh fuck it, autocorrect and shit. Or
Yes, I will vouch that Jed is retarded. All right.
yeah, see. Yeah.
So we're moving into the second half of this this show that we're doing now. Typically, when we were doing in the first round, everything if you trick someone, you got 1 point. If you guess the correct person, this time you got 2. This time we're going to change it up. Now we have double points. That's something they do on the show. All right, so now it is
I know,
points for the correct for tricking someone and 4 points for guessing the right answer.
dude. I would have cleaned up last round if that would have been double points.
Battery, would you just
Shit.
control yourself? Exactly, big ship, double points. That's right. Yeah. So yes, I may look like I'm out of it, but I'm not. Okay. I've got 2 points, but real quick with double points and come back real fast. So
Yeah, I've seen people come from the bottom, hit the lead. So
came from the bottom. Now we're here. All right, Cinevere, story number 5.
My first date was with my first girlfriend, or my first date with my first girlfriend started with her spending the first 30 minutes of our hike making up elaborate stories for each of the 12 pairs of shoes in my trunk. One of these stories involved my body being found deep in the woods with nothing but Italian loafers on.
This is Michael. This is 100% Michael. Michael moved to Seattle so that he could be more outdoors. And it was a first date is a hiking, a 30-hour hike, and then he also dates nut jobs. I mean, so do I. But but to create all these stories, yeah, I don't know. I can't see how this isn't Mike.
I would have to say, because Matt said some things about Michael before. I also think it's Matt too, because Matt likes his shit. Okay, he likes.
I like my shit.
He likes the bougie shit. Okay.
What's bougie about this story?
If
Hiking?
You, what kind of guy has 12? How many pairs?
That's
12.
fair. 12 pairs of shoes.
Yeah. What guy has?
I
12
might
pairs
have
of
12
shoes?
pairs of shoes, but if I have 12 pairs of shoes, you have to count like slides and flip flops and like, you know what I mean? Like those
Flip-flops don't count as shoes.
Yeah,
I
those
mean,
don't count. So
see,
I don't even have 12 pairs of shoes.
Crocs can be considered shoes too because they're retarded.
Those are
So,
basically flip flops. All right, whatever. But no, I don't even have 12 pairs of shoes. This sounds like Mike. My first date with my first girlfriend. So that also though, that's very young. So this
yeah,
could
that's
be.
a young.
I've never heard Vidge ever once talk about hiking as long as I've ever streamed with.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
feel like
that's
if
the reason
if
why
we're
he's in a
playing
shape he is.
stereotypes,
Dead.
it seems like we are.
Dad, let other
no way
people
this is it.
talk. God damn it. Start muting
You want to be realistic to the show? They talk over each other all the time.
Hey, but we're not in person. We're on a stream. You need to control yourself a
Yeah,
little.
if you want to be realistic to the show, there's one guy named Jed on the show who talks
Constantly. All right, what were you saying, Vidge? Sorry.
Oh no, just that. I mean, if we're gonna stick with stereotyping, I think this is safe that this isn't me.
We could
I
also
mean,
use
just by the term
stereotypes.
hiking, that sounds very Caucasian. And then I'm obese, so it's like there's no way. I am trying to get a shade. I also probably
That's
gotta go
fair.
with
That's also fair. Although they do
I'm trying to go on with Michael too, because again, I don't know much about him, and then that sounds very, Pacific Northwest. You would hike,
Right.
right? That's. A
I
big
just moved here.
he grew up in California, though. He grew
But
up in
that's still
California.
California. I'm sure
A
you
lot of
hike,
hiking.
right?
Look at that hair. That's a first date hike hair.
Yeah.
Could also be Matt. I don't know. Could also we could be the Dallas Mavericks and getting Zax again.
I've never. It
Yeah.
could be. And you know what? Canadians outdoors. That aligns. That
Mhm.
tracks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
But I won't do it. I won't. Vidge may have threw this in there just to fuck with us and get the points.
Do they call a trunk the boot in Canada though? I don't know.
Yeah, but you guys have
No,
to
I
be
think that's a
truthful,
trunk.
remember?
That's Canadian. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that's
English. I mean,
So that's English. So
I know,
although
but I'm just
that's fair. No, throwing out. I throwing out a concept. No, yeah, I'm with you on that.
Zax is sly at times, and he'll change things to make it look like.
I don't know.
And
Yeah,
it'll be true.
look, I'm going. I've gone against my gut every time, and I only have 2 points. I'm going with Mike on this one. I'm going to say this is Mike. He went on a hike with a girl, and she was nuts. Although that's high school, though. I mean, it's kind of hard. I assume it's high school
My first
or
date with
young,
my first
but that's my
girlfriend.
final answer is Mike.
Okay,
I'm-
so
Wait, your first girlfriend was when you had a car, your own car, where you would keep shoes,
That's a good point.
right?
Yeah,
So
I don't.
who started
have a
dating
car.
a bit?
and
No,
and-
my first girlfriend was I was 16. I couldn't even. Is it legal to drive at 16 or 17? I forget.
16. But you,
How do you
16.
okay, your first date with your first girlfriend, how do you have 12 pairs of shoes by that time?
Yeah, why would they be in the trunk of your car?
Yeah, and there's a lot to this sentence that is sus. Like
yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
Michael's also not making any effort to defend himself.
Yeah,
like to
I-
come up with other.
no. I'm thinking because it's a long story and there are a lot of details, and I'm thinking Zach is being equally as quiet. I think
Yeah.
he's also thinking,
Zach's been
what the
quiet.
fuck is going on here? But
It's possible. But I would never admit
it
to owning
would
12
have to
pairs
be
of shoes,
somebody who
so.
didn't start dating until they could drive. Oh God, I don't know if you guys could hear that.
It
This might be
wasn't
Totally
Vidge.
good.
Yeah, sorry
I
about
don't
that.
think. I believe Vidge when he says he's not a hiker.
Oh, what are you trying to say? No, I've already established that.
Wait.
Yeah.
There.
Wait.
Mentioned Dildo, I did not have a smart car in high school. I had a Mitsubishi Eclipse. Now I know that's not much less gay, but it did have a backseat.
But you had a car in high school? Your own car?
Well, yeah.
Oh,
You had your own car.
Mitsubishi.
Shenanigans Fish does make a good point about
Yeah, I'm with Jordan.
because this would just being racist.
Oh,
And-
if we
and
have
body
to
shaming,
use
that's what we're
racist
doing.
stereotypes. Black men like shoes.
How is
Although
it racist
I've
to like
never heard-
Jordans? I've seen.
They
I had a
do.
black friend in high school. He had like fucking 10 pairs of Jordans.
That's what he's saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never heard.
But not in his trunk.
Vidge-
Yeah, not in his trunk.
Yeah, you'd be like cared for, right?
No,
Yeah,
I
they-
don't, I don't
they're
have
in his
shoes. in my
house
trunk.
all
I've
the
never
time.
had
Never.
shoes in my trunk.
Yeah, I've
Or I
also
could be
never heard
lying
Vidge talk about
just-
shoes, but
But no.
Yeah,
very
I've never
rarely.
heard, but once again, I could say he's being quiet. These three right here are being really quiet
Which three?
Could be Jed again.
Listen,
because Vidge is not saying a lot. Oh, I'm
it would
fat.
be
but I'm black,
consistent.
so-
It'd be consistent because the last Jed story was about shoes.
And then,
Yeah.
you know, Michael's over there like,
Jed,
I'm not.
let other people talk. Oh my god.
I was in the middle of talking when my doorbell rang, and we just had to run downstairs and grab my sushi bowl.
All right.
So
Sushi,
Shout out to the sushi.
hiking.
See, that's another thing with Mike.
fish
But I'm
shaped
wondering. If,
shoes.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Mike. I think Matt could be throwing me off, and it could be him. But I'm gonna go with Mike.
All right.
And so, because you guys are being racist towards me, I'm being racist towards Mike. I'm sorry.
Fair. I think that's fair. Totally reasonable. Zax, give a vote.
I am gonna go with Mike.
Antifa
Damn it.
alarm for Mike. That's 3 for Mike. Mike, what's your vote?
I'm gonna go with Zach's because I yeah.
The Canadian part of it?
Yeah.
All right. Jed?
Safe.
Dodo thinks you're throwing us off.
I don't know.
Try
Maybe
not
I
to.
am. Maybe I am.
He can't be trusted.
So, I know every little thing that Matt says has a base of truth in it, but yeah. Where's my ninjas? Hey, Matt, what's up? Let me see. I'm trying to figure this out because I have.
Come on, Jed. Just make a guess.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Mike.
All right. That's 4 for Mike and 1 for who did he? Zax. Okay. Cinevere, whose story was that?
It was Mike's.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up?
Yes. Racism works.
Let's go.
Had no fucking
I've been
clue
saying
about
that.
I totally just guessed. I was like, well, Matt's either fucking me or he knows him, so I'm just going with Matt's point of view.
No,
And
yeah,
then you order
that's a-
sushi. I'm like, okay, I feel a little safer.
yeah, Mike.
Thank
all right,
goodness.
what's the
Am I
story?
the only
buddy?
person who's gotten?
Real quick, what were the? Okay, so it's doubled. So you guys get
2
2
points.
points each.
Yeah,
No, we get 4 points for guessing it right.
Okay.
because it's double.
So 4 points for everybody.
And then he gets 2 points for who says Zach? Or did he
No,
say
I
Zach?
didn't.
We all said Mike. Everybody said Mike,
Oh, everyone said Mike. Oh man.
right?
Yeah.
Jed?
Yep.
Jed,
Mike
you
said Zach's. Yeah.
And Mike said
I was
Zach.
the only one who didn't say it was me.
Okay.
It's your story. All right, Mike, tell us the story before you start.
I mean, this. I guess
Is there anything
yeah,
more to it, or
yeah, just kind of a long story that I typed up. But yeah, that is pretty much it. It wasn't really. Actually, I would say it wasn't really a date. We were just going on a hike, but I was interested in her. And we got to the trailhead, and I popped my trunk to put my hiking shoes on. And I had a bunch of shoes in the back. I had different kinds of dress shoes, basketball shoes, running shoes,
why?
hiking
Why'd
shoes.
you have all your shoes in your car?
Oh, because I was working a couple of different jobs. I was working at this I was working at a church at the time. I was working at this
Crypt
little
keeper?
grocery store.
Yeah.
And so I would put on different shoes for different things that I was doing. I also played basketball a lot. So I had my
Okay.
basketball shoes, my hiking shoes, running shoes.
We don't have to hear every kind of shoe. That's
Well, he never knew
Well-
if he was going to hoop, hike, or
So
That's
she
true.
started
Yeah.
making fun of
Dress
me.
shoes.
or stomp out fascists.
some fashion.
Yeah,
Since your
started
dildo
making
wants to
fun
know
of
where'd
me.
you hide her, or would you bury her?
Dude, that's all
very-
his axes. You you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
took the shoes from him. So.
All
She
right.
started making fun of me for how many shoes, just like you guys are, started making
Yeah,
fun of me for how many shoes I had in my trunk. And it was probably the first 30 minutes of our hike, just her like kind of
She just-
riffing off of
The
how
hike-
ridiculous it was that I
the
had
hike
all of
gave it
these
away.
shoes.
I knew it.
And
All right, Cinevere, will you
yeah.
please tell us where our points are at?
Alrighty, cuties. So we have Mike at 2, we have Matt at 6, we have Vidge at 8, Jed at 10, and Zach's at 11.
Wow. All right. Well, it's still anybody's
So
game. We got
close.
3 more rounds to go. If you wouldn't mind, Cinevere's story number 7. Oh, wait, no. Story number 5. 6?
It's 6.
6. Story number 6.
During a threesome, I inadvertently brought a girl to tears by refusing to perform oral sex on her.
Whoa. During
Matt.
a threesome, I inadvertently brought a girl to tears by refusing to. I've only had. Okay, I've had 2 threesomes in my life, but I have dated
One.
girls. I have been with girls that I refuse to do that to. Not generally by saying it, but this is not my story. This did not happen to me.
Anytime he says it's not his story, it's his
It
story.
wasn't. Remember the last time I said it?
But it
wasn't?
hasn't
Yeah,
been
last
yet.
time
But
it
he
wasn't.
can't always be doing this.
Yeah, I haven't had a story yet.
It's not my story, guys, but
I'm
it's a
telling you,
little
it's
bit
not my.
true.
It's not. This isn't my story,
This is
dude.
Zach's
I'm
story.
a very generous group sex lover.
Jed,
All
why
right.
did you say no? Why wouldn't you do it?
Huh?
Why'd you say
Jed.
no?
Oh, that's right. Jed's
No?
a freak.
Oh, I'm a
I
freak.
forgot about that. Jed's a fucking freak.
Yeah.
That's
Am I- am I?
right. I forgot
Oh, yeah,
about
I
that.
am a freak. Remember because I told the story about going to the
Yeah, he's
strip
got all these
club
like
and
sex
stuff?
dungeons and fucking
Oh,
whips and
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Oh,
Jed
this has
forget
got
about
Jed
that?
all over it. Okay.
There's
I'm
actually
pl-
episodes of wait, did I say some of that shit in Christmas too? Like
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure this isn't Michael because I'm pretty sure Mike's never had a threesome. I feel like he would have told me we're buddies. I don't think this would have just not gone by. I've never heard anything like this from Vidge either. All the years we were podcasting, we used to talk
That's
about dating and
fucking
chicks. I've never heard Vidge talk about a threesome before. Do we think Zach's could have had a threesome?
Zax could have in his travels in time, right?
Zach's is stone face right
I
now.
kind of still think he is pretty stone faced. I honestly think it was Jed because he broke out laughing so hard.
Dude,
like,
I
you
forget
think
laughing
he
at a lot
and
of
he
stuff.
oversold the one, and it
Ah.
was him, man.
He saw the acting. That's true.
Oh,
That's
in
true.
my accident.
And he just couldn't stop laughing. It is a funny sentence to see.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
but
funny
like-
sentence. You're like, hey, girl, I'm just not going to eat you out. It's okay. You know, probably smell like around here.
It's
I'm
Zach
going
who
with
told the
Jed.
story for me. Zax did tell us a story where he straight up told a chick that like he wasn't attracted to her face, which is
That's also true.
yep. Oh, Mrs. Jed saying babe is crazy.
She's seen it firsthand. So, I'm
Okay.
crazy.
Zax,
Matt?
what do you have? Any thoughts, my friend?
It's got to be. I think it's Matt or Jed. I think it's pretty obvious.
I think it's Jed.
I think that Viz is not the kind of guy who would like refuse once he gets himself into that position, and Mike doesn't.
Shots.
No. I think that's a solid thing, right? You wouldn't like no, I'm already here, but I'm going to say no. I think if you're there, if you're in all the way. Viz.
Yeah,
That's
this
what
is
I said.
this is someone who like is used to this type of dynamic.
Yeah.
Is
Somebody
used
who's
to
from
being in
California.
threesomes.
Maybe, was it?
I'm
Now,
from New Jersey.
Was there only one girl, Matt? Was it one girl and two dudes?
This isn't me. This is not my story.
Oh, it isn't me. It's not my story.
Jed?
Jed's trying. This is fucking Jed.
This is
bro.
Jed. This is
It's not
Jed.
my
Look at
story.
him.
Obviously, Jed. You try to spell it.
Not my
Oversold
story. I
it
got
off the
sick and I
rip.
made her cry.
Absolutely.
Didn't even
I'm
give
going
her
with
cat
Jed.
fare home.
I'm going with Jed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
That's my vote.
Matt
Jed.
didn't even give her cab fare after he
My
made
vote
her
is
cry.
Jed. It's Jed.
Zach
Jed.
says, Vidge says Jed. Zax, do you have a thought? Any thoughts?
For shame, Matt. You know that?
Ew, God, Boosh.
I'm gonna go with Jed.
All right, that's 3 for Jed. Mike,
I'm gonna go with Matt.
you gonna go with me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you know me pretty well, bud.
Mhm.
I know I do.
All right.
That's a
Why?
dark horse. It could
Oh,
be.
and my
Could be
vote?
Bartholomew.
My
Well,
vote's
those
for
are
Matt.
all. Those are all. And that's your vote. Well, of course it would because it's you. Cinevere, whose story was that?
It was Vidge's.
Oh,
What's up?
Nice. Nice.
Double the
You
points,
motherfucker.
baby.
Holy shit!
Goodness, I
That's
thought
8
we were
points.
gonna,
Got 8 points.
Yeah.
yeah, I
What's
thought
that?
we were gonna go all in on stereotyping. Like, there's the black guy don't eat pussy thing, and you guys were gonna pick on that, but you didn't.
No, I've never heard you talk
No.
about having a threesome
Dude, I was
before.
avoiding that.
I
I
only-
didn't
it
want
was actually terrible, to be honest. Well, part of which is because she fucking left.
Shit,
Frank.
you did tell me that.
Did
Fuck,
I?
remember now?
You
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I was worried I may have told you some of this shit.
Fuck,
But
I
no,
forgot about
you pretty
that.
cool.
Yeah,
Who was
because
the
I
other
was
guy?
already-
Shout out to alcohol.
Jed, what do you say?
Shout out to
I don't know who
alcohol.
the
So
other
all
guy
that
was.
happened, I was with a different, like, I wasn't with her. I was with her friend, and then she just kind of came over. We were already getting busy.
Oh,
She kind of participated, but I didn't really like her. I know her, and she really pressed the. It's like she pressed the issue something crazy.
Weren't these a
like,
couple big girls, right?
yeah, they were.
Yeah,
big.
you told
It
me
was a
this
terrible
story.
experience. It was awful. I don't really recommend it. I didn't know what stories to say because all of my dating life is horribly embarrassing. So I'm like, I don't really want to tell any of it. I'm like, this would be interesting. Because I watched the show.
I was sure it was Jed.
some rancid ass. I'm like, oh Jesus Christ, what are
God,
we
I
doing
was
here?
so sure it was
There was
Jed.
one night on the cocktail lounge where me and Vidge were trading stories about how bad the women were. We were.
I've done, I've had some horrible stuff, but I couldn't do it. I'm like, I'm not doing it. And so she got really mad. She pressed the issue. She cried. She left. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow, I did not see that coming. Cinevere, what are our points at?
Okay, so we have Vidge at 6. Well, hold on. We have Matt. No, Mike. Okay, we have Mike at 2, Matt at 6. We have Jed at 10, Zach's at 11,
I
and
should have got 2, 4, 6.
No, you didn't get it right.
No, I got.
You said me.
Okay.
you said
No,
Matt.
but I should
You-
have got points for you guys not picking me, right?
No,
No.
no. It only
it's
counts if
your
it's your
story.
story.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucked up. I'm
You said you watched the show.
scatterbrain right there. So
Mhm.
yeah, go ahead.
Zach's
Sorry.
is 11 and Vidge at 16.
Vidge in the lead
Ah.
with
Good job, brother.
16. Holy
Oh.
shit!
We only got
I
two
did
more
not
rounds
see
left,
that
right?
coming.
Fist
Only
bump,
got 2
brother.
more.
All right.
All right. God
Please don't get
damn.
me again.
All
That's
right.
fucking embarrassing.
Fuck. Cinevere, story number 7.
In college, I went to a pro baseball game with friends and a girl. She got so blackout drunk and was thrown out of the game. I had to babysit her while friends stayed inside and watched the game.
That sucks.
Mm.
Oh,
In
that's
college, do we have it in the chat?
I am copying it now.
In college, I went to a pro baseball game with friend. Wait, what was it?
What college did you go to, Matt?
I went to Pace University in New York City.
Pass the
You could have went to,
Paso.
It does say pro
New York
baseball
got
game.
two
I mean,
teams.
there are obviously there's plenty of like there's the Mets and the Yankees in New York. It could have been me.
So,
But,
so
But pro baseball, the only person I don't think it could be is I don't think it's Zach's because Zach's is Canadian. They don't have pro baseball there. Michael doesn't like sports. Mike, have you ever even been to a baseball game?
No, I've never even watched baseball on the television.
I believe
so
that.
it can't be Zach's. It can't be Vidge.
see, you play the long game.
It's
So
gotta be
after our
Zoom.
friends fuck off, you fuck her.
It sounds
you
like
know.
Matt.
It's gotta
No,
be Matt, right? Matt hasn't got a story yet.
and
That's
Matt
true. I
is
haven't got a
genuine-
story yet.
Yeah,
This isn't me
Matt's a
though.
nice
I like.
guy.
Well, you know, dude, you've seen me with Leslie. You think I would fucking like babysit some drunk bitch?
No, actually, you're right. Yeah, yeah.
No fucking
Yeah.
way.
Yeah,
No
you're right.
fucking
You,
way.
you play the long game. So
No.
It could be Zach's. Like
mean, I
I
guess it could
I think it's not
You're
Mike.
pushing hard in the wrong direction.
Canadian
So
though?
what?
I don't know. This could be
Blackout
Jed. Jed, you
drunk.
live in Arizona, right?
yeah, I do, and
Fuck,
I
the
go to
Diamondbacks- the
Diamondbacks games
Diamondbacks?
all the time. I've been
Yeah.
to ASU games, baseball games, all that
Mhm.
stuff.
He
I
just
like
talks so much you can never tell.
Could be Jed.
Right.
Mm,
Could it be Vidge though?
You could be Vidge too.
Yeah.
mm.
I think
Maybe.
that like here's what I'm thinking. It's
Yeah,
if
it
it
could have been a
was-
Tigers game.
if it was
be.
Jed, then I don't know how much babysitting would have happened. Like it might be the kind where you have to do a kit after. So that's like I'm not sure. I think that Matt,
This is a day story. It's a good question.
Or
would
did
I
throw
trust
it
you with
in
a
there?
girl who was drunk? Right.
Or did
I'm
I
telling you,
throw
I
it in there
wouldn't.
just
I
to-
wouldn't babysit some drunk girl. I would let her just deal with it on her own. I told that story where I went on a date with that black girl in LA, and she got all drunk and shit faced because and got all mad because the stripper like touched her hair. She's like, you don't touch black women's hair. And, like the stripper apologized, and I was just like, all right, I just let her.
Jesus.
I just let her go. I was like, I'm not okay. Fine, be a drunk idiot. I don't care.
You know,
It's
this-
probably
this-
Jed. I'm going with
This could be me, and I threw it in there for the chaos to throw people off.
Oh
me
fuck!
or
Now he's
somebody
leaning
else.
into
Yeah.
it.
I have seen Matt
know.
in these types of situations, and Matt definitely just walks away.
And
Totally.
then
Yeah, he does not.
I'm not babysitting some drunk.
I've
bitch.
been
No
to
way.
Diamondbacks games,
No fucking way.
ASU games, and all.
He's like
this stuff.
telling us it's him. Wait, he did that the last time. Shit. Is it
I'm
Jed?
going with Jed. I'm gonna live.
I think I am too.
I might
Shit.
go with Jed too.
Oh fuck! All right, that's 3 for Jed and Zach's.
The thing is like, Jed. I don't know.
I don't either,
It's,
but
it's unlikely it'd be Vidge twice in a row.
that's true
But
too. But
it was me twice in a row.
that's true.
so-
Vidge only had one story, right?
May the odds be in your
Mm-hmm.
favor.
Could be Vidge.
Hmm.
I don't know. He says he goes. I don't know. Why would he tell us?
Oh,
that?
I already go to the and me and Biggles have
Good.
been to.
He's going with Vidge. All right, everybody's answers
Yep.
are in. Cinevere, whose story was that?
That was Matt.
Yes,
You
it
cutie.
was.
Wait, I
obviously
said,
didn't work at all
and I
with
said
you.
Matt too.
I
said
know. I
Matt.
Mike,
tricked
Mike is your
you.
accomplice.
I tricked you, Jed.
No, you didn't. I said Matt. Fucker.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did say you.
Oh, I thought you said Vidge.
I
Oh,
said
okay.
you.
Oh,
I said
fuck.
you.
I didn't get everybody. Okay, I
Yeah.
got.
I
All
tagged
right.
your ass.
All right, good
I
work,
get
Jed.
points.
Okay.
Very observant. Yeah, I was much more of.
Yeah.
I definitely put up with girl shit a lot more when I was younger.
Mm.
That's why I'm like kind of hardlined about it now. But yeah, I went. So this was like my first year of like community college when I was like 19. And I made friends with like this group of people and they hooked me up with this girl. And the first night I met her, she got really drunk. And I was like, oh, okay, that's probably not like, I just figured it was like an accident. She was really sexy black girl. I was super into her. And then we went to see the Yankees. It was in New York City. And on the way in, like her friend was like, chug that whole thing. And it was like like a Gatorade bottle, like almost full of pure whiskey. And I'm like, she's not gonna obviously do that. Like, obviously, I'm just like, okay, like clearly you're not. She chugged the whole thing, dude. She was so fucking shit faced. She was like, they threw out. We saw like an inning of the game, maybe, and she was just like so shit faced. And they're like, she's got to go. And I was like, all right, I can't just leave this idiot to her devices in the Bronx. You know what I mean? New York, for her to just be totally fucking shit faced. Yeah, so no, that was and I could hear the game, and apparently it was like this legendary game. Like A-Rod had like 3 homers. It was like a classic game. Yeah. And I was just out there babysitting some fucking drunk slob.
And there, another reason why I knew that was him, because he's already told the story on the cocktail lounge.
Did I?
Did he?
Mm-hmm. Years ago.
Good pick.
So we don't pay attention to each other. We've been telling each other these stories for years.
See, and I pay attention.
Don't even know it.
No, Michael. No, I've never told Mike that story.
Jeez.
My instinct was that it was you, because you are really caring. Not to be, gay, but you're very like caring person. Yeah. And I've seen you be both ways. Where
yes, he does go both ways.
Yeah.
I've seen you. When somebody's distraught, I've seen you. Take care of somebody or me.
He was kind of a pussy back
when you
in the day.
I held your hair back while you puked like a
yeah. Matt has.
I've never done.
No, Matt has literally held my hair. No,
I've never held his hair.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You're so sweet.
No, but I've seen Matt be unreasonably kind, and I've also seen him tell somebody to their face to shut the fuck up, or that they're bothering him, or they're not involved in the conversation. So I wasn't sure which one this was.
Yeah. No. I used to be a lot. I would babysit. I would always babysit chicks. I don't know why I did that. I hated that. I'll never do it again. Mad, hello.
Hey, Matt.
Hello.
Hello, sir. We are playing a game. We have one more round.
I've been watching.
Okay. Would you mind holding out for just one more round? We're almost done.
I mean, other than I'm insulted because you're telling these stories and I'm not on here. Are you fucking kidding me?
I can only have 5 people on. It's a game show.
I can name 3 people that should be off of here, and I should be on there. I'll let you guys decide which 3.
Me?
All right. Mike just threw Matt just threw a hand grenade into this thing. All right. I'm gonna pull you out for a little bit, Matt. We're almost done. Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Just said
pull
nothing.
him out.
All right.
Get him the fuck out of here.
Cinevere, where are our points?
Trash.
Okay, so we have Mike at 2, we have Jed at 10, Zach's at 11, Matt at 14, and Vidge at 16.
Wait, 14? I only got 6 on that round.
Oh, you only got 6?
Yeah, because Jed.
So I got 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got 4 more, Jed?
I
1,
got
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jed got 4 more. I got 6 more.
14, and you are
This
at
is the
12.
last round?
Yeah, 8 rounds.
Okay, so we have Mike at 2, Matt at 12, Jed at 14. Oh wait, I missed. Zach's at 11, and Vidge at
18.
16. 18? Did you get him? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. Don't.
fine.
No. Don't
confuse her,
Cinevere's
bro.
trying her best. Don't confuse her. Okay, so
Not
it goes.
confusing her. Our
It's
lady.
Mike.
She can
It's
figure it
Mike,
out.
Zach's, me, Jed, Vidge, right?
Yeah.
Stop babysitting her, Matt.
And how many points does Vidge have?
Vidge
16.
has 16.
Okay. All right. It's still.
Oh, he was
I
at
don't-
16 last time. and he
I'm
guessed
2
Matt
behind
this time.
him.
He got it wrong. He didn't guess me.
I'm 2
I
behind.
didn't
Oh, you're
guess-
right. You're right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you're
I
at
got this.
13, Zach's?
No,
Zach's at 11.
11?
But
Okay.
but that's 16 Canadian. So
All right. We have one more story. I don't think Michael can win, but I think anyone else could. Anyone else
Yeah.
can win. All
Thank
right.
you.
Cinevere, story number 8.
I met someone in a line at a cafe. We ended up spending the next 3 days together, road tripping 4 hours to her grandparents' house and telling them some elaborate story of how we met years ago.
Wait a second.
Mike.
That was my first instinct too. I met someone
Probably 'cause
at
there's
line
a
at a
bar
cafe.
involved.
Michael does love cafes. He was a barista for a long time. He drinks a lot of coffee.
Wait.
Yeah.
So Sin,
Hold on.
is this changed or is that the basic?
Well, don't
Nope,
tell
that
us.
was-
Don't tell us. It's just we're almost done. Last one.
it's got to be Mike because like Mike's stories have world building involved in them, and this has world building involved in it. And I don't see Jed at a cafe.
I've been to a bunch of them.
Matt, this could be you for sure. It could be Matt.
No, I'm really. I don't make like dramatic, get into my life type choices with anybody.
Yeah, Matt doesn't just
maybe
care
not
for somebody
now.
that he just met outside of a baseball game.
No, I didn't just meet her. I was there. I went there with her. I was friends.
Right.
I'd already hooked up with her. She was like a girl I was trying to date. You know, she was a friend of a friend.
This one at the cafe?
No, at the baseball game. I didn't. This
Well,
isn't.
he's
me.
getting them confused because this one's him.
This isn't me.
No,
Yeah.
I
Mitch
don't
has
know.
nothing to say
I
at
would
all.
never road
That's
trip.
concerning.
Mike, okay, I'll tell this about Michael. Michael he has been all over this country. He moved from like California to Texas. He drove down to Austin. And I know like he's a minimalist. He doesn't keep much stuff. He just sells shit. And he's impulsive as well. This
So
to
he's
me,
like Ruben.
12 pairs of shoes. He had 12 pairs of shoes in his trunk, but he's
like
a
Ruben.
minimalist.
I'm not at all like
He's got turned into Ruben, bro.
not anything like Ruben.
road tripping 4 hours to her grandparents.
I'm gonna go with Mike. I think it could be Jed too, but I'm a. Something tells me it might be
I've
Jed.
actually done this before, so
This doesn't sound like a
Jed,
Zach
he's playing
story.
fucking head games with
I
everybody.
think it's either
Things
Matt
like
or
this.
Jed.
There's so much shit you can never tell.
Hold on, Jed just like admitted it.
no, I did. I said I'd done things like this before.
So
That's
what I mean. He's
admitting
always doing
That's
shit.
basically admitting it.
Shit.
When
I
I was
was-
younger, I did a lot of stuff like this.
This is what pisses me
No,
off.
I don't believe you
Yeah,
at all
this is
because
tough.
He's
I
been
just-
doing this shit the whole game, and then once
Yeah,
or twice
3
he actually
days,
is him, you
fuck
never can
that.
fucking tell.
I know he's got a whole strategy.
Yeah. It's like if you have a bad poker face all the time, I have no idea what the fuck it is. It's just as good as having a good poker face.
There's no way to
Yeah.
be consistent here.
I've told some stories about one of my younger days on the cocktail lounge and other places.
Just-
So everybody knows I'm telling the truth on that.
what happened to the
Dude,
grandparents in the end?
It's like a mad
Where did you
genius.
bury them?
Like he's psyched me out. So it's like I don't know. It feels like that Princess Bride scene where they talking about the poison.
I mean, anyone could go to a cafe, but Michael spends an inordinate amount of time in cafes. That's a thing he does quite a bit.
I don't think
I
that's
used,
true.
actually used to go
It's
to
totally
a cafe all
true.
the time with
You-
one of my ex-girlfriends.
I never go to
You've
cafes.
lived with
ever.
me. How much time did I spend in cafes?
Yeah.
No, but it's like I know when in Seattle you talk about it all the time. Like you talk about like getting coffees. And caffeine is a big part of your life.
I take
consume-
caffeine pills. I take caffeine
Now
pills.
you do. That's not always true. You left like
Yeah.
a $300 coffee grinder
Caffeine
here.
in here.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so I can make coffee at home. Not go to
But that's how interested you are in coffee. Is my point.
yeah, and I'm interested.
But that
in
doesn't
it
mean
enough to know.
Any-
It
that-
doesn't
anyone
mean
could-
it's him though, does it?
It doesn't mean anything because anyone
Yeah.
could be in a. I've been in a cafe before.
Yeah, dude, I used to write in cafe and like hang out and meet
Fuck,
chicks
now-
there all the time.
Yeah.
In my
Jed's
younger
making
years.
me think it's him again.
Matt did
Dude,
make
I
me the
told-
worst
Matt, I
cappuccino
told
I've ever
you
had in my
so-
life. So I
I've
know it's
told
It was
not
a
you
him.
latte.
Yeah, I've told
Well,
you
that's what you
stories that I
think.
used to hang out and pick up chicks at cafes all the time.
I know, Jed. I know.
Zax is very quiet, Boosh. You got a
Yeah,
good point.
quiet.
Zax is saying nothing.
Yeah, not
Right.
a thing.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
a guy who works in
What do
corporate,
I say?
he's not,
Just no fucking chance I would drive to some chick's grandparents' house after I met her at the cafe. It would never, ever, ever happen.
No, you seem too practical.
So,
But
I
Boosh,
just
I was
can't imagine.
19. Boosh, I was 19.
So yeah, so
You wanna
if
meet
kind of
you-
zoomer.
go meet your
It is kind of
grandparents? Are
zoomer
you fucking
behavior.
serious? No.
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
if you-
Zax is too like zen to do something like this.
And
Is
if
too
you think
impulsive.
you're gonna get something out of it, damn right you're gonna do it. Like,
Yeah,
no.
it's Chad.
Go spend 2 days with the
Mhm.
grandparents? Fuck no.
you got to put all the variables in there. How hard am I gonna get that
No.
pussy? Did I do this, this?
I'm gonna go with
Okay.
Jed.
That's the
I'm
thing.
just live with
That's a
Jed.
good point. That's a
Vidge
good
is,
point,
Vidge
Jed.
is calling it for Jed. God damn it.
I'm living and
Think about
dying
it.
with that.
You know I do this. I put the variables on how much I can do. You've always seen this. I push it to the limit. If I don't think
Push
I
it to
can
the
do it,
limit. All right, I'm gonna go with Mike. I think it's Mike. I'm gonna go with my first instinct on this. I keep trying to talk myself out of what I think is the right answer,
Mhm.
and I'm going with Mike.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jed. I
That's
think he's
my
trying to do
guess.
some like double reverse psychology kind of thing here.
Yep.
He's like, directing it at himself really intensely to make us think it's not him.
Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. Time out for a second. Cinny, it says I met someone. So this could have been a dude.
Oh,
Her,
definitely Mike. Then.
It could be
her
it could
grandparents.
Be, it could be
Okay,
anybody.
her grandparents. Cinny, is this your story?
Well, that could have been his pronouns.
All right.
I may have snuck one in, but you guys would never know.
You'll never
Yeah,
know.
you don't know, do you?
I
could
still
be
think it's
me.
Mike. It sounds like something Mike would do. He's like I also know like
Or it must be Mike.
you've like you lived in like a warehouse for a while. Like you have like a
Who,
kind of a
me?
like you have like a vagabond's kind of lifestyle sometimes, you know, like a traveling artist, like a hobo.
How many
But
sisters
think
do you
that-
have, Jed?
Trying this guy.
I met somebody in line. That could be a woman.
But
Just
it's
saying.
not Jed.
Oh,
Oh.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, no, it has to be. It says her grandparents. It's a girl. All right. So I got my vote in.
Chaotic evil.
Max's vote. Vidge's vote. Mike, did you vote?
I'm voting for Jed.
All right, Jed, you're the last one. What do you got, buddy?
I'm gonna go for Mike.
He's going with Mike.
Mhm.
Cinevere, whose story was that?
It was Mike's.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, so that's,
Double the
Damn.
points.
so that's
All
4
right.
points for
Story-
everyone.
This
That's-
story was
No, I said Jed because I'm an idiot.
Okay.
Yes.
So
that's
feel
guess
4
who
points.
was 2
Dude.
points behind Vidge?
All right. Well, hold on, Jed. Let's just tell us the story before
Yeah.
we go into
Okay,
who
that's-
won.
That's 4 points for 3 of you, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
everyone
Right.
but Vidge got 4 points on that. Okay, Mike, tell us the story, please.
This actually did happen when I was living in that warehouse.
I
So it's
fucking
funny
knew
that you
it.
brought that up.
Yeah.
I met this guy at a gas station, and then I moved into his warehouse, and then I had no friend. I didn't have anywhere to go, and I went to this little cafe. They were having an open mic night, and I was standing in line, and this girl behind me complimented my jacket, and we started talking, and then we spent the next 3 days together. We drove down to Austin. We were up in Dallas, and we drove
Knew
down
it.
to Austin,
Fuck
went
yeah, I
to
knew
her
it.
grandparents' house, and
It's not 4 hours from Dallas, to Austin, though.
I was just making shit up in the
You're
I
supposed
didn't
to
want
tell the
say-
truth.
Yeah.
Well, I was changing some details. I didn't say I met this girl in Dallas and
Yeah, okay, fair. That's fine.
Yeah.
To be fair, Jed called his
Fuck
sister
off,
his
dude.
girlfriend. So like that's
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fair.
Yeah, that's
I
way
know.
I was up
worse.
late
Yeah,
last
yeah,
night
yeah.
doing
I
it,
know.
so, yeah.
Jed wasn't lying though. I don't get a problem.
No.
Is there anything more to the story that we need to know? Did you bang this girl?
no,
Did you bang this broad out?
She
Please
lived
tell
in
me.
she lived in
Please
the
tell me.
Steve Miller. She lived in Steve Miller for the Steve Miller band. She lived in his house. It's a very
Really?
She was a
it was a
That's actually
large it was this
pretty cool.
giant fucking house, and she would complain about how she was, grew up lower middle class. She was very out of touch. Like her family was extremely wealthy, and she thought that they were like lower middle class, and it's a very weird experience. But
Did you get any though? Yes or no?
I did.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying if you got into a
Like,
4-hour
yeah,
road trip
I
with this
mean,
chick
I
and you
spent
didn't bang
3
her.
days with her. I mean,
I'm hope. Hey, look, I'm
I
just making
would
sure.
feel like that's implied.
Dude,
not-
you put all that
not
time, you
necessarily.
better
Fuck,
have, you know.
All right, Cinevere, let's find out who won this game.
Okay, so provided I actually counted this all correctly, because at some point, with all the everybody shouting numbers, I've kind of lost it.
Yes.
Mike is at 2. We have Matt at 16.
Wait, did
Jet.
you just get 2 points for tricking
I
somebody?
was 2 points.
Oh,
behind
okay.
Oh no, we
Vidge.
all
I was-
guessed. Did we all guess Mike? We all guessed Mike.
Everybody
No,
except
Vidge
me.
did
no.
not. So okay, so I give Mike 2 points for that.
Yeah, so he gets 2
Okay.
points. Yeah.
So Mike is at 4.
Okay.
We
Good job.
have Zach's at 15. We have Matt at 16 and Vidge at 16.
And so I was 2
And the
points
winner
behind
is?
Vidge.
Is Jed at 18.
No.
Damn it. There are no winners, and this is right,
Fuck.
Paul Assassin.
Oh,
We all
I
lost.
would like to thank Tony from Kill Tony.
I Wonderful. Just
over there to help me be an awesome.
There's no God.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations, Jed. You are a proud new owner of Playing Off the Rail, a pool hustler's journey by David McCumber. God damn it. What a fucking shit birthday present.
See, here's the thing. He fucked up when he gave me the link to the shows last night.
Right?
That's the point. You're supposed to
Yeah.
watch the show.
Oh yeah, and I just watched a ton of them, and then I've been
Mhm.
watching Kill Tony, so that's sort of bit in the other thing, so I know what to do.
I went against my instincts early on there. Well, that was a good game. All right.
Thank you.
Provax says God is dead. We killed him. Right on. Right on. Indeed.
Thank you, Fishy. I appreciate your support. in the chat.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's bring on Mr. Mad Mardigan. Hello, sir.
Okay, let me go put the links up and shit so I can.
All right. Yeah, we can send in, whomever
I'm gonna
wants to
start
come, and
young.
anyone who wants to go of this wonderful
Yeah, I
panel,
was
you
gonna
guys are
take
free
it
to
out
go.
here.
All
Wow,
right.
V-Dub, haven't seen you in years, and you okay? That's cool, dude.
Well, I'll say hi to say hi.
Hello.
Yeah, I
Hey,
don't.
Mad, what's up?
Everybody just decided because I don't have Twitter that I don't exist. I am on Instagram. I've been on Instagram this whole time. No one.
Who the
messaged me.
fuck is on Instagram?
Yeah,
I was
Yeah.
actually going to ask that, Vidge.
yeah. I hardly go on there. I only post pictures for conventions.
Twitter. I only got on Twitter for this, and I'm like, I can't do it. I'm not a Twitter guy.
Don't blame you. I'm the
I'm
same
not really
way.
an Instagram guy, but I gotta do something. So at
Zenchito's
least I
asking,
can do it.
what have I done?
Mike, your final glance. I want to hear. That's the story you should have told.
Oh yeah,
Warehouse guy. We're all
crazy.
wondering.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah.
But real quick, I've never met Mike. I've only seen him on here for the past 15, 20 minutes, and I have been right about everything involving him. I knew it was him at the cafe because it was so fucking gay. It was seriously, it was a story written by a chick, right? And then meets a guy at a gas station, moves in his warehouse, and doesn't get raped nightly. Are you kidding me? He's like, well, he actually did try to molest me. Really shocked.
Oh, I didn't,
Oh man,
didn't
I
know
will.
that.
I will happily tell that story.
Yeah, that's
That's a
uncomfortable. I
good
didn't know.
If you
idea.
want to hear it.
That's the story.
Well, we
I
can
need
let-
to go
we-
course we do.
AFK a second, but Vidge, it was so nice to meet you if you're leaving. And
Yeah, nice to meet you as well. I'm just staying long enough to appease Matt, but yeah, I am.
Oh no, you're free to go, my friend. Thank you so much for coming on. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was super fun.
Yeah, that was great.
I wouldn't know.
Later,
All
Vitch.
right. Subscribe to Vigilante Williamson. Oh, and also go give Story Wars a watch. I stole that directly from them. This is not my idea. As Louis J. Gomez and Big J. Okerson's show. There's links in the description. Go give them a follow, and please welcome just
Fuck
another.
them. They're doing fine. They're doing fine.
Hey,
I gotta run. I'm jetting too.
You take it
See
off,
you, Red
Zax.
Shirt. Mad. Yeah, I'm out. Thanks,
Later,
All
guys.
right,
sir.
Zax, let me know when you're having me on this week.
I will.
All right,
Everybody-
go subscribe over to Zax. Watch his what's
Okay.
the Wednesday show?
me.
What's it called?
What's good Wednesday, 9:00
What's Good
Central.
Wednesday. That's right.
It's
Go
an
watch
awesome
What's Good
show,
Wednesday.
guys. So
Wait,
So
what happened
then
to your
Saturday
mic?
Circle of Jerks, 10:00 Central. You can't miss those. Those are good. We're getting
Yeah.
into Hunter J lore right now, and
Oh my God.
Who the fuck
did
is
the
Hunter
first
J?
15 minutes.
Oh, dude, you got to go for
Bitch,
that.
too bad. Bitch is gone. Oh,
I know.
you'll have to tune in and find out, Matt. You'll see. You'll see.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the dude
Good
that
night,
was in
guys.
prison and did an interview with V-Dub?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it. All right, Zax. Thank you, buddy. Jed, what did you do to your microphone? There's so much feedback. You clearly
let me
switched.
see.
Can you mute yourself while
Yeah,
you
it
figure
sounds
it
like
out?
the internal speaker. not like
Yeah.
the webcam
Yeah.
speaker.
Well, hello, Mr. Redshirt. Thank you for stopping in.
hey, happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It was fun. I really enjoyed that game. That was a good time. I can't believe fucking Jed won, though. What a crime against humanity.
Better now? Yeah.
That
I knew
is.
that.
That means all the rest of you are lame.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Oh, we've got another guest. Speaking of lame, no, I'm just kidding. Please welcome in. You know him, you love him. Hold on one second. Wait, where is it? You know him, you love him. Give me 1 second. You're familiar with his takes on dating and gals. Everybody,
The Love Doctor.
welcome, Ruben Christopher Haynes.
Dude, he was waiting with bated breath to come in.
Hello, buddy.
Hello.
This is like a
Hey there.
Ruben, I've been
Ahim.
dying to meet you.
Is that what I say? Ahim? Helam?
What
What do I say?
Well, don't say
am.
anything yet. It hasn't happened.
Oh,
So-
really?
Well, it takes 3 years at least, but that's another story.
And it's still happening.
It's another story.
Well, how you doing, Ruben? I know my buddy
I'm-
Mike here is very happy to meet you.
Yes, I've been dying to meet you, Ruben.
You have? Why?
Yeah.
No, I'm
Wait,
here.
did you tell him stories?
Matt has told me so many stories.
Well, they're all true anyway. Especially the
true.
story.
Yeah,
that-
Unlike
Hey,
Jed.
there is. I'll tell you this much: there's a story that may be told, but it can't be told now.
What the
Oh,
fuck does that mean?
Ruben, can you just give me a 2-sentence summary of the status of you and your lady friend?
You and the Jew.
Oh,
All right.
damn! No.
Damn. Matt just came out like, bam. Okay.
Rhyming comedies. Always.
She
always
is
worth it.
waiting for her assignment, and as soon as it gets through, things will proceed. That's all I can say.
Wait, so are y'all taking a break?
No, okay, that's all I'm saying. That she has to get her assignment, and then things will proceed.
I don't
So-
give a shit about her employment. I was asking about the status of your relationship.
But that's where we are. It's everything's where
She's
it's
getting her
Ooh,
marching orders from
How's her
Ben
401k coming? Just did the paperwork?
Yeah, exactly. Did she kick that nasty hat that she had?
No, she's trying to.
What's
per
the
se.
nasty habit?
I don't know. I was just kidding. I don't know. I was just trying to come up with like some mundane
I know,
personal
I know.
detail.
But no, but the thing is, I'm saying there is a greater story that cannot be told on stream, only in private.
Then why bring it up?
Yeah, right. That's
Because-
Chekhov's story, motherfucker.
because
Now we got to
I-
hear it.
We're
Because I
on a
have one-
stream currently. This is
Oh,
like
oh,
we're not
shit,
backstage.
We're live.
Ruben, did
We're
you
live.
forget what to
I
do on
played-
stream, dude? Like,
No,
Has-
I do this on purpose for a reason. You have to ask questions, but
All
I'm
right,
here for
it's-
one thing.
yeah.
I'm here because I'm very happy you had your 40th birthday today.
Well,
Oh, yeah, happy
technically
birthday.
my 40th birthday is on Thursday, but my mother will be here.
The
so
fuck am I
won't
doing on
be-
here?
Well, I can't stream on my birthday.
I
'cause
often
I'll-
ask myself that question, Matt.
I do too. I wonder that about myself all the time. But no, thank you for the happy birthday wish. Technically, it's Thursday, but yeah.
Well, happy birthday.
My sabbatical romance. Well, like I know, like I said,
Well, it's more of a 3-body problem now.
Is she pregnant?
I don't know if
Wait,
they
did you
believe
get her
in
What? Not by
pregnant?
him. No, they haven't had.
No.
He's not
Anyway.
even snipped yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I am snipped. I've been snipped since the beginning, since I was born.
Tell us about.
Oh, you
Well,
mean
that- well,
you
that's-
mean
I was circumcised when I was born. It happened.
that's not what snipped means.
No,
Yes, it
that's exactly what I meant. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like couldn't have kids.
What? Wait, hold on.
That's demasculated.
No, I'm with Matt. Yeah,
No,
no, that's
if you get,
being
like,
snipped.
your-
I should have used a different term.
Yeah, clipped. I think is the word.
Yeah,
Yahink, or, something gurgly.
We should get
Oh my god.
a
Well, it's
low
nice being
taper
here.
fade.
By the way, do you know why we're all? I don't know about all of us. I'm assuming most of us are circumcised. Do you know why that happened? It's because of Graham and Kellogg, right? The people behind the Graham crackers and the Kellogg cereal. They were anti-masturbation, and so they said that
They
if
failed.
you. Yeah, if you if you circumcise your boys, they're less likely to be masturbators when they get older.
I mean,
It's
it
a
is in
true
the
thing.
Bible.
Very true. That is very true.
Yep.
Yeah,
also
it
is
didn't
in the
work.
Bible. Did you know in the Bible when they were circumcising them, they weren't like infants? Like it's like God comes to, I forgot who it was, but it says like
Abraham.
Is it Abraham? And so it's
Yeah,
like
he
he's got to do it,
circumcises himself at like
Yeah.
100 years old.
and he does it to his sons who are like grown.
Yeah, they're like 13.
Could you imagine your dad comes down and he's just
I-
like, "Hey, listen, I got a new message from God. All right, I got to
My-
cut the skin of the head of your dick off. Okay, no antiseptic, no any kind of like modern medical technology."
My one of my childhood friends got circumcised when he was 15.
Oh, I had a friend when he was 10 had to get circumcised.
God,
Damn,
that's
bro.
crazy.
Why
Was
you
it like a
15?
medical reason? Or are they just
I-
like Ruben? They're just jumping ship on Christ and going into the.
No,
You jump ship on Christ. Admit it.
not yet. Anyway,
I remember my friend doing
like I
it
said, I've seen
just
Jesus. I'll
for,
show
like,
you.
social reasons.
So just so chicks would find it more appealing.
Yeah, I mean, we were like
Everyone has their own Mary
15,
Magdalene.
16, and he felt
Ruben.
ashamed of it.
I have
So-
heard girls like talk about how they've hooked up with guys that are like unclipped and they found it like very upset, like just odd
Yeah,
turn off.
aesthetically can't
Yeah.
be. Yeah.
aesthetically. Yeah.
Guys
Yeah, I've
who
heard
are
that.
guys who
Guinevere,
are
what do you-
clipped
Oh, it's not that bad.
last
I came back at the
longer.
greatest time, apparently.
Yeah, you did.
Well, so you're the token girl on stream. Do you have a preference, clipped or unclipped?
Clipped.
Clipped. There you go.
Yeah.
You heard it from the
No,
from the dragon demon lady's mouth.
Well, you want it in her mouth.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ruben, no,
And if
sir.
you want to get there, you got to be
Inappropriate.
clipped.
Exactly.
You're almost Jewish married. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
the same as
exactly.
regular married, but I still feel like you can't say those things.
I can say
He's
anything
gonna-
I want.
He's gonna fuck through a hole in the.
Yeah, you got to fuck through a hole in a sheet. Yeah, exactly.
Well, you have no.
Yeah,
idea.
although I will
Wait,
say
she's
Orthodox
Mormon too?
Jews-
Now, how would you like
Orthodox
it if
Jews, they
I had a
do
girl
make the
come to me
women-
and say that Jesus sent her to me? So yeah, I said,
Well, that
you
doesn't
can
make
say
any
it.
sense,
You
but-
can say it.
They
She's here.
Orthodox Jews do make women when they're on their periods leave the house and they have to go like sit in like a fucking closet or
They
something.
have some good ideas.
What?
They got some good ideas.
They didn't hear what
Yeah.
I said, did they?
So it's like putting a woman back in the oven.
I don't know about in the oven. It's just like a closet.
Oh my god, shit, that was awesome. Like-
Oh, this one's only brown on the outside. You gotta
Put
lower
her
the
back in
heat.
for 5 minutes, okay?
Yeah, lower the heat and let it.
It's a little underdone. Is that the yeah? No, I mean a birthing shed. That's right, Crovax. Thank you very much. Exactly. That's it. I know it was like a shed or a closet. Then that's-
Mormons or mountain Jews.
Mountain Jews,
That one
man.
got me.
I don't know really much about
I like that.
Mormonism except from what I learned about from South Park.
Oh, we're gonna be talking about James
Well,
Strang tomorrow on my channel.
is
So after Joseph Smith died, he was like, well, I found plates too, and then he started his own thing on Beaver Island in Michigan, and it didn't go well.
Oh my!
He started his own cult.
Well, his own like sect of Mormons of the LDS.
It's a cult.
Oh, absolutely. I had a professor that referred to the Mormons as the cult that made it.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I mean you could kind of argue a lot of religions are cults. I mean I think
No.
Ruben's kind of Ruben's marrying into a cult.
Oh yeah, he is.
No, I mean,
Do you know this story, Michael, about Ruben's? You do, right?
Yeah. I watched that. I watched a couple of the streams where Ruben was talking about it. I watched the stream.
Thank you,
with
Steph. Thank you very much.
Ruben and Cinevere and what's her name? Haya.
Haya.
Yeah.
Haya.
Well, she wasn't.
Yeah, I
there.
watched-
She was.
No,
Oh,
I
she was
watched
there?
the stream. Yeah, I watched the stream. That was the three of you. It was on your channel, Ruben.
Yeah, but she wasn't
It was-
there.
No, she
No.
was.
You
I
saw
watched-
a video. You saw a video. You saw a video.
No,
of it, yeah.
no. I watched you
what is
introducing her to Cinevere. I watched this happen on stream.
happening? Wait, did that happen?
100.
No, it
yes,
never
I
happened.
watched. Yes, it did. I'm not an idiot.
Cinny?
I watched this happen.
That's never happened.
Do what?
No, it has happened.
Did Ruben on his channel introduce you to
Haya.
Haya?
Like, think of
he-
the bread.
Yeah, we played
Yeah.
a clip of him talking with another alien lady and his girlfriend.
Oh,
it was a clip.
it was
It wasn't
alien.
live.
Okay.
It was
No, I
clip.
want. Well, I
You thought-
watched.
Did you
the,
think Cinny was the alien lady?
No,
I
it was
did.
Janet from
No,
another
no.
planet. It was Janet
Yeah, it was
from
Jen
another
from
planet.
another planet. I watched that actual stream. I didn't just watch the clip.
Oh,
I
you
went and
watched. This,
found-
you were watching the stream. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't watch it
original
live,
stream.
but I went and found it and then watched
Oh,
it.
you saw the stream. Okay. I
Yeah.
got you.
It's
Yeah,
public.
yeah,
All
I
this
get
stuff
you
is
now.
public on the
It's
internet.
public.
Yeah. So he
Alright,
knows.
that was-
He did his
that's one of my
homework.
No,
on
but
Ruben.
I did my research.
but the way that you said it, I thought that you had mentioned that I had introduced her specifically to Cinevere, and
That was my that part
I
was my
thought-
mistake. It was
yeah.
Jen from another planet. Yeah.
right. It was a video. Yeah.
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 Very good.
Yeah. So
Like I said,
what's
another-
the word? What's the update? Other than her looking to get placed or whatever.
She's looking to get placed, and I'm working on a few things.
Other than she's looking to get placed. Oh well, she's looking to get placed.
Well, again, her life is
But there's
her
no
thing. I
development.
have other things. There's two. I had a couple interesting. Well, not
Have you
personal
met her
things
in
I'm
person
dealing with.
yet?
No, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen for at least till June. No,
Now it's June.
What
It was supposed to
June?
have already
That's like
happened.
in 2 weeks.
That's true.
I mean, probably July or whatever. I don't know.
It's
we don't
always
know yet.
2
We're
weeks
waiting to
away,
find
isn't
out.
it?
Yeah, it was 2 weeks away back in March.
But it's
Yeah.
irrelevant
Yeah,
right
back in
now
March.
because again, I have
In 2
more
weeks.
a more
You said you were
pressing
going to
matter.
fly, and I said
I
I'd buy
know.
you a ticket. Me and Zach said we would do it.
I know.
I'll pitch in.
Michael will pitch in.
I know, but that's going to happen later. Right now, I have other pressing matters. I have my nephew is very ill, so taking care of that, and then I have people here that are here right now taking care of them. So
now
a lot
it's
of
real.
stuff going on.
You always make it real, Ruben. I just want to have fun.
Dude, remember
I'm just being real. I'm being real.
I know. I
This is the reason
know.
why.
Now I can't make fun of you. You're caring for your sick nephew.
Anybody else have a
Yeah, he has
ill
cancer. So
family member they want to bring up?
Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah,
that's why I haven't even posted since for 2 months.
It's a nightmare for my family. That's all I've got.
Actually, when I
bring the vibe down.
2 days after the video I made was the Zax, is all the shit went to hell. So I've been in like patriarchal mode, helping everybody.
Well,
right now,
I guess I could tell you guys about the time I went camping with my uncle. Since we're gonna get
no.
Oh, boy.
Does it have anything to
Wait,
do
is
with
this
Brokeback Mountain?
Wait, that sounded like Matt. It wasn't that. I thought that it sounds like a Jed story. Did I mishear? Was that you that said that, Matt?
No, that was Jed. Gross. Him and his
Jed's
uncle.
Jed's always got the
didn't say that.
tragic.
I didn't say that yet.
Jed's backdrop, the backstories are the most tragic, sad.
Yeah, right.
You're like,
I'm not saying any of the stories. That's
Look, nobody
Is
knows
that
okay.
why your sister was involved?
no.
No.
You said it, Jed. You said
Yes, I told you.
You said you were dating your sister.
Wait, what?
I was up really late caking.
Did you know?
He claims it wasn't true, but then also he won the round on that question. So we were all wondering if maybe we should have like redid the round because he cheated.
I didn't cheat.
You cheated.
Okay, I beat your ass at this game.
You
the
did,
game that
son
you
of a
love.
bitch.
I whooped your
Son of a
ass.
bitch. Did I come in second or third? I think I came in third. That's
That was a surprising underdog.
Did not see that coming.
Dude,
Yeah.
I got that retard intelligence. I fucked you.
You
up.
were tied with Vidge.
Well, the first time you reacted to a story, it made it seem like it was definitely you, and then you were reacting to every story that way. I'm like,
Wow.
oh, this is-
Because I figured
Boosting
out
too
what
hard.
I could
Good.
do. I figured out how to get the points.
yeah.
Oh well.
My
Okay, so
my stories were way too obvious.
Matt,
They
just so
were-
you
they're
know,
all gay.
yes.
Matt,
Yes,
just so you
they were
know, you were second place tied with Vidge.
Oh, second place. Okay, I'll take second
Yeah.
place. That's pretty good. All right, we were tied. Okay. If we had both come in first, we'd have to do a tiebreaker. But that didn't happen. God, that was fun. Can't believe Jed.
Yeah,
won.
that was an interesting game.
That was
It
fun.
was
You should definitely do this
very,
again soon.
very badly played.
Wasn't that bad. It's pretty good. I tricked almost everybody on my fucking
No, you
college,
did.
the college at the baseball
But
story.
you did well. It was fun.
I had some other good stories in there too. I had one. This is a true story. I was having. This was not my most recent girlfriend. This was years ago. But I was having.
Boring. Sorry.
I should
my
tell you
girl-
my stories, and you should have guessed if I.
Oh
was
no,
married.
no, Ruben, we're okay. We're
good.
No.
No, I was having sex with my ex-girlfriend. This was like years ago. I was in my 20s, and she wanted it was in the morning, and she wanted
So
to
it
have
was
like
ages ago.
it was a while ago. Yeah, it was like 15 or more years ago, and she wanted to have anal sex in the morning, so I did, and then when I pulled out, she shit in my bed.
Oh yeah, they always do that,
Oh, so disgusting,
right?
right, guys?
No, they don't
right,
always do that.
Guys? No,
yeah.
like every time. That's why you put the plastic down, right?
No.
It was
No?
it was so disgusting, and she literally goes, "Oh shit."
And then just
I was like,
destroys the bed.
I'm
Just
just
like-
gonna leave you to deal with that.
Was Amber Heard?
Literally.
Oh, it was so uncomfortable. It was so gross.
Amber Heard.
like,
So no more. So no other updates, huh, Ruben? That's all we got. Is just gonna meet her at some point.
Yeah, but that's like I said. The other story was for later.
And see,
Stop
watch
bringing
this
up stories
stream
you can't.
where
we're not going on Rumble.
we questioned everything about her.
Well, she came on, didn't she? Come on?
No, not with the
Show? Did she
Zax
not?
one.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
And remember at the end, I said, if she watches this and stays with you and doesn't call this off, there's something wrong. Remember I
We're
said
having-
that?
Oh my
Yeah.
God, we're having fun. It's a joke. Jesus.
Well, so I
Bro.
talked to Matt. I talked to Matt about this, but during that stream, you guys were all saying that I think Kaya was the victim, or so that was the joke. It was like Kaya was Ruben's victim, but I was saying to Matt, I think Ruben's the victim.
Yes. I think we
That's
were
what everyone
saying
thought.
that.
Yeah, everyone
Oh,
thought
that's
that.
what you guys were saying. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm
Yeah,
starting to
I'm
think you
saying-
didn't watch this stream.
Yeah. No,
He
I have
did.
I did watch it. I just have bad memory. I mean, I
She
thought
got those shifty eyes on Ruben, and like she's gonna pull out a knife on him at some point.
I know.
Like,
There
I
was
mean, there
no,
would have to be.
No, it's like
no, because I remember I made the joke that she was gonna like cut his dick off.
yeah, dude, she's gonna stab you in your sleep one time. I'm telling you.
Man, she already has like 3
Not
life
her, someone
insurance
else.
plans on you.
Like-
Wow.
She does, doesn't she? You've already
You guys
put
are
her on
crazy.
your
You guys are
fucking.
crazy.
No, bullshit, Ruben. Did you put her on your insurance? Is she your beneficiary?
I haven't done anything yet. We haven't even got there yet.
beneficiary.
Yep, nailed it. I was like, should I go with benefactor, beneficio? I was like, no, that's gonna sound dumb. Let me go with beneficiary.
Let me go with the dumbest sounding.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool. Yeah, traumatic brain injuries. Funny. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I did the same serving your
man.
country.
Hey,
Okay.
I'm
He's
gay.
got traumatic brain injuries.
Hold on,
and
someone's
people
taking the
are
bath. I'm gonna go see
backhanding
what they're
him
doing.
all the time.
Yeah, I think it's
Like,
funny. You think it's funny? You like your freedoms, you fucking socialist twink.
I'll be back very shortly. Gotta see if she's in the bath.
Yeah, Mad famously got lit on fire for our freedoms. Michael.
You guys say it as if some jihadi ran up to me with a lighter and like caught the bottom of my pants on fire. Oh, we got
Wasn't it
lit
like
on
a
fire.
Humvee or an
It was a Bradley.
APC?
Yeah,
Bradley,
got hit
yeah.
by an IED. Yeah.
Yeah. So we
Crazy.
yeah, it's pretty crazy. And it was always like the point of jokes. And then one time like Mad like broke down the real story. It's like horrifying. I don't know why I never thought about the reality of it. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like never occurred to me. It's like the
Yeah,
worst
it's
thing
all
ever.
fun and jokes until you're like, wait a minute, he was on fire.
On fire. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty
that
really
is
bad.
unpleasant.
Yes,
Bosch
exactly.
does have a good question right there.
Don't recommend it.
Who does Boosh?
The Bush.
So Matt, after your girlfriend covered you and your bed in human shit, did you buy a new mattress? She did not cover me. And I don't think she covered the bed. She took off the sheets immediately and dealt with it. It was pretty gross. It was pretty gross though.
So you have one of the protector ones.
She was super embarrassed though, and like I was too, and I was just like, oh god. Like I wasn't even entirely sure what had happened, but I knew something happened, and then I just kind of like, you know, like it all just kind of came together, all crystallized. I was like, oh, she just shit in my bed.
And he
So did
just
you have a?
blocked-
You didn't get your dipstick dirty?
Oh.
I didn't
Ruben!
notice. I didn't notice
See,
particularly.
this is how I know Ruben's in the scat right now. He just said that.
Yeah. The way
Ruben's in
you-
the scat, bro.
I don't know what jazz has to do with anything, but my question was, like, did you just like? Well, this is done, right? We're never going to
so
see each
long.
other again.
No, we stayed together after that.
What?
We were already together. We were like together for like months at that time.
What? Just so you could hold it over her head? Like she starts yelling, "Why didn't you take out the trash? Why'd you
Why
shit
did
on
you
my
shit in
dick?"
my bed? That's a lot of
Why'd
leverage,
you
man.
destroy that bitch for?
You don't
That
just,
is
you
a lot
don't
of
just
leverage,
throw
yeah.
that
Yeah,
away.
don't do that. Don't hurt her feelings.
Yeah, you don't just.
What the
throw
fuck?
all
I
that
don't know
leverage.
her.
No, I mean,
No. But the thing is that shit.
This was so
Once
long
you
ago.
wait.
This was so long
Here's a
ago. There's
question.
No way
Now-
she.
Now, if you have
Watching.
your girlfriend, do you share? Do you share the same toothbrush or not?
What the
My-
fuck?
No, I
no.
don't.
Ruben.
I do not share a toothbrush with anybody.
This is a
Please
prison.
never share your toothbrush ever.
Thank you, Sin.
Never,
yeah,
never
disgusting.
share. Wait, do you share your toothbrush with bitches? Like, what the fuck?
What bitches?
What do you like? Mail it?
If you're married, you do.
No, you do not.
No,
you
you don't.
Is that some Jewish shit?
The hell you don't.
Good.
You do. Yeah, no way.
Wait, you do?
Happens.
You do,
That's
Richard?
how you get disease.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, no one does that.
I don't
right?
share a
That's insane.
toothbrush.
No one does that. That's disgusting.
No.
Nobody does that. It's disgusting.
Why would you ever share a toothbrush? Maybe I would use my girlfriend's toothbrush if like we were on the road or something and I forgot mine.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe in that instance,
maybe.
but not as a
Yeah.
routine. Not as like
I
a normal part of my life. Ew.
I would, if it's your dog, yeah,
You're
that
crazy.
makes
Your-
sense.
Your tongue is down her throat, and you can't brush her
I
teeth.
know, but it's just different.
No,
It's
that's
all-
different, bro.
No, if I'm on vacation and I forgot my toothbrush, I am
Buying
getting on
one.
my phone and looking for the nearest drugstore.
Yup.
Most hotels have them.
Yeah.
Yes, they do now.
Good point.
Yeah.
They do now.
Good point.
Before
yeah.
you had to go to the drugstore or some shit to get and then come back to the hotel.
I'm just saying, in a pinch, I would. I wouldn't be like completely against it, but like
Right,
as a
yeah.
rule, no way. That's just disgusting. My ex like wouldn't let me use the same loofah. She didn't like that I used the same like body wash thing, you know.
Yo,
Really?
Yeah, I was
Not
like,
even
that's
loofah?
weird. It's
No?
like, it's
I
covered
had a
in
motherfucker steal my loofah when I was in the army. So
Really?
yeah, we shared a common, like, you know, the bathroom with the shower and stuff with another two guys on the other side, right?
Ugh.
And those two, so they moved out because their unit got moved somewhere else. Motherfucker stole my loofah. I called my sergeant. I'm like, we're gonna go get my shit back. And then I'm realizing, wait a minute, if he took my loofah, that means he's been using it this whole fucking time.
Could you
Like
no
our
way.
balls were only separated by loofah.
Oh, come on now, Matt.
I have a question.
Gross.
Where in the timeline was this with the Brokeback Mountain story and that shit?
That's not a bad
Okay.
question, actually.
Yeah, I want to
Maybe
know.
he just stole
Wait,
it.
there's a Brokeback
Yeah,
Mountain
no,
story?
it's-
Oh my
Brokeback
God,
Mountain
here we
story.
go.
Maybe he just like
It-
holds it up to his nose like while he jerks
Yes.
off.
I want to
Yes,
know where in
that's
the
when
No,
it
this was
started.
before we ever deployed.
story
Oh my, before.
or after.
Yeah, we were in the barracks.
Wasn't in country,
barracks.
as they say.
No. So it would have been gay if anything happened.
Bro, it went gay the minute y'all
You
were
had
talking
socks
rock
on. It's not gay.
Wait, is that a real thing?
No.
Oh,
Don't sound so excited.
Wait, I can get away with it if I wear socks? Oh, I'm just kidding.
It's not gay if you have socks, guys.
It's not. Sin said it's
I
not
don't.
gay.
It could be science. I don't know.
Yeah. So
Science.
technically, if you're 1 foot off the bed, you're not
The
having
gay
sex.
molecules can't get into
It's
your body.
static electricity affects
They go in
the
through the
gay
feet.
gene.
Everyone knows that. They go in through the feet. Where you get the gay.
Matt, since Sin's new here, you should tell her the Brokeback Mountain story.
I'll make it
Oh,
quick.
yes.
In Iraq, we we have a lot of access. Like, oh, what new movies are coming out? So we're in this jihadi shop, right, where they sell the bootleg DVDs. Saw this one. It's called Brokeback Mountain with Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger on horseback with guns. I'm like, bro, Nick, this shit's gonna be fucking awesome. We told everybody. No, what the? We didn't. It didn't have a summary on the back. It didn't have a synopsis, bro. It was a plastic sheet with a burnt DVD in it with a made up cover. Anyways, so Nick and I are telling everyone we got this badass cowboy show like movie that we're gonna watch. And I got Jake, got Heath, and everybody's excited. And so that night, when we got back off of patrol or whatever, we all like cram into I forgot whose room it was, but it was the one with the love seat. We were in Iraq, bro. There wasn't a lot of space, so we had a love seat. We had a TV and we had bunk beds, so everybody's
You all crammed to the love seat.
Teamed up.
Yeah, there was like 5 of us on it, but it's not gay. There's just a lack of space in that country.
Okay.
It's not
Anyways.
It looked like there's just a lot of open space from anything.
There's not. No, guys, that's your eyes are
Lots
tricking
of
you.
Endless desert. All right.
So the movie starts, and the first thing somebody was like, "Man, what kind of cowboy movie takes place like the '70s?" And we're like, "The Cowboy Way, urban cowboy." We're like, right. So we're back in. And then there was like weird fight that they had. There was a lot of undertones to them fighting, and you could
the movie, as I recall.
and we could feel people like on the side of the hill or whatever. Anyway, you could feel people like starting to get more space between each other. You know, people were not quite as lean back. You know, yeah. And then the remember it's burnt, right? So it's a bootleg. So anything that happens that they film at night doesn't come off well in the bootleg. So we're watching it, and I think Heath was in the tent. He was the one doing the Sling Blade voice, and Jake was outside, right? And Heath's like, you can come in the tent. It'll be cold out there. It'll be warm. You know what I mean? And somebody was like, it definitely would be warmer in the tent. We're like, right. And then
logically, that's correct. This is a survival issue, life or death. Okay, it's not gay if it's going to kill you.
Yep. And then you hear belt buckles flying off. Somebody spit in their hand or an ass. I don't know. It was too dark to see on our copy. Everyone, we just get up. We turn the lights on. And everybody's like, "Oh man, I forgot. I gotta go do this thing. I gotta go clean my gun. My literal gun. That's not a
I gotta go lube my barrel.
Clean the gun.
We couldn't look at each other like in the eye for for 2-3 days. It was like, hey, how's it going, man? Yeah. So we got any movies we're gonna watch?
We're gonna go shoot later, right? Yeah, we can go.
Dude.
Hey guys, let's go
kill
shoot
some
some
jihadis,
manly shit.
right, guys? Yeah.
So some of those guys haven't watched the movie since.
I've never seen it.
Jesus Christ. No, but it has to be a setup. Somebody from the base got the
What
movie.
the fuck?
No,
He
Matt
gave he gave the same type of description you all did for the freaking stories before in your damn thing, where they embellished it, get it all wrong.
Bro, we went to
I
the
s-
jihadi shop like we always do. We buy bootleg
set it up,
DVDs.
yeah. He
I
said-
see why you got blown up now.
What the?
That's why they look
That was
psychological warfare. Make you gay.
Wow,
we're
be gay
all the
one time
guys.
and you blow
That
up.
was for the 401k comment.
We're all the
She
guys
came
who
out.
watched it
I
on
had not
your
heard that
Bradley
story
watching
in my
that
life.
movie, Matt.
Oh, I know Brandon was there for sure. I think it was just Brandon and I from our vehicle that was there. Yeah.
You
Oh,
guys brought it upon them.
So then did you
Evil
two
energy.
So
look
the
each
other guys
after
in the
you got
Brad-
to Bradley and
Well-
say, I can't quit you?
Well, Brandon died from
Oh no!
the explosion.
You think that's funny, Ruben? Think it's funny to make fun of dead?
Oh
dead
no, man!
No,
That's
I'm just
fucked up.
saying,
No,
you
you're
can talk
kidding,
to
right?
somebody.
No,
Yeah.
May 12th
Yeah.
actually.
He actually probably does. His allegiance is to Israel now.
I'm a USA, damn it.
Allegedly.
No one sent me the
up on-
4K release. That is a horrible thing to say, Andy.
USA. That's right.
Yeah, make Israel great again. I know.
That's right. He wants a box set collection with all the special gifts.
The box set.
Damn, she's like
Yeah, with the behind the scenes
Yes.
special,
Got a
special
con-
4
content.
hours of uncut footage.
Has a
It's like the Lord of the
condom
Rings
and
version.
other
It's like
stuff,
the,
you know,
the
so.
7-hour.
Like behind the scenes. A lot of people don't know this, but that was actually Jake's asshole.
Yeah, I actually fucked him in the ass. Yeah. A lot of people didn't know that, but yeah, he went all. He's a method actor, so he took it.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, don't. I
Just a joke.
was ready to believe that.
Method actor. Like Matt in his, leather
You-
jacket.
you-
So.
You watch this. You watch these streams long enough, you'll believe anything.
It's true. It does get weird. It does get weird. Well, thank you for sharing, Matt. That was a fantastic tale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had not heard that story.
It's so funny to like have that sprung on you, and suddenly you're just watching like the game.
Yeah, it reminds. Did you ever see 6 Degrees of Separation with Will Smith?
I haven't, but I know of it.
Heard of it story.
When it cuts to him just banging this white guy from behind, just out of nowhere. It's like, what the hell is the Fresh Prince doing? He's
Will,
just going to town.
No.
Oh,
His
Well,
let me tell you
a story
that was
about
his
it.
humiliation.
There are always those rumors about him that he was fruitcake,
Right.
but I don't
Oh,
know.
for
After,
sure.
I don't know. After he melted down over losing Jada Pinkett, it seems. I mean, I don't know. It feels like he really loved her. I guess you could still be gay. Loving chicks is pretty gay.
true. Some say it's the gayest thing you can do.
Pretty
it's
gay.
not.
Yeah. No, it's not. Ruben's like, I've done the gayest thing you can do.
If loving women is gay, then I'm the gayest man alive. Oh, clip that. I don't give a fuck.
God, I want that clip. Yep. I want that as a drop. I'm the gayest man alive.
Well, I am
Good
the
stuff.
happiest man alive.
Super duper gay.
Good fucking stuff. All right. Well, we got Mads, we got no update on Ruben. Thanks for that, buddy. Thanks for teasing a story you can't tell us. Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
That's not how Chekhov's story works, bro.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. You have to pay it off,
Yeah, but I will.
Oh, Boosh is going to clip it. Beautiful, Boosh. Out fucking standing. Well, I didn't really prepare anything today. Did you guys hear that President Biden has cancer? Hear
Yep.
that?
Duh. Y'all knew that.
Advanced prostate. It just happened yesterday. It's not like that,
I
these
mean,
things-
like, I think he just
Well,
got
the
it
news
yesterday,
came out
right?
yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah. don't
Laura
say,
Loomer had
"Duh."
reported it back a few months ago.
You know who
Who
else does?
Who does?
You know who else has exactly the same cancer at stage 4? Scott Adams.
No.
What?
The racist Dilbert guy? No.
Yes.
That does suck.
No, the
He's a
Dilbert
lot
guy.
younger. He's a lot younger too, right? Is he like maybe 60?
I mean,
Yeah.
And stage 4. That sucks. Oh, what's up, Brandon? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. That sucks.
Jesus.
That's too bad. Honestly, it's like I'm no fan of Joe Biden, but I'm not like, ooh, ooh, it's just like
Of course not. That would be a horrible thing for people to do.
I did hear Dave Smith bring up a good point though, where he was talking about how this is the guy who was totally, cognizant, ready to be the president. And imagine if he did run and win. Then we've got a president with stage 4 prostate cancer in the office.
I mean, we had one for 4 years.
That's true. Well, he had stage 5 dementia.
Yeah.
Old pudding brain. Yeah. Joe Biden. Yeah, that sucks. Poor. Thoughts and prayers, Joe. Thoughts and prayers. Yeah, good riddance, I guess. Not that I want him to die, but it's all over the Trump thing. You still loving Trump there, Ruben? I saw you with the MAGA hat.
Yeah.
You approve of everything he's doing?
Yeah.
Looks like he might not be fully supporting Israel. What do you think of that?
It doesn't matter to me. I want to
come
support
on,
America.
it matters to you. Matters to the future of you and your ladies' union.
All I care about is America.
Are you going to go homestead in Israel or in Gaza?
No.
West Bank.
West Bank.
No.
You get your off the grid house there. No.
I'm staying
All
here.
Right. I don't know.
Or go south. I don't know. Yeah.
Or go south to Mexico.
When it comes to real estate, they always say get in on the ground floor, and I think most of Gaza is at the ground
by the dip
level.
By the dip.
By the dip.
Look, Trump Gaza.
In Gaza, you could start in one of the tunnels and build from there.
Gaza to the moon, as they say.
You'd actually have a basement.
Sencha Dildo says that wasn't the best thing to bring up. I don't know. I couldn't think of any other current event stories. I wasn't planning on. I didn't plan.
We never got to Michael's warehouse story.
Oh, where?
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. So,
good start so far. On board.
It got so silent. There was not really any question. There was just go for it.
Well, all we know is that you met a guy at a gas station, and you're like, and he's like, I have a warehouse. You're like, you know what? I'm looking for a place to be raped.
It pretty much was that, right? I mean, it was like you were up in Dallas during COVID, right?
So I had driven to Fort Worth to visit my brother. And I was staying with my brother for a little bit, for a couple months, and I'd gotten this job in Dallas. And so I was driving from Fort Worth to Dallas every morning, and I was looking for a place to just stay in Dallas so that I didn't have to keep making this, 2-hour back and forth drive.
And what roads did you take, Mike? Which highways did you use?
I-30.
It's actually what it was. Yeah,
I'm just kidding. Maybe cut out some of the unnecessary details.
I know. Well,
okay. All right.
So I was at this gas station before. It was like 11 o'clock at night. I'm heading back to.
Was it a Shell?
Fort Worth. It actually was a Shell station.
Dude, I'm like batting 1,000 here. Are you kidding me?
I'm waiting for the serial killer to come up pretty soon. So.
And this guy, I'm like pumping some gas, and this guy's like, "Hey, are you from California?"
What?
And
great opener.
I was like, I looked at him and I was like, "What is it? The hair?" And he was like, "No, it's the license plate." And
all right, fair point.
Yeah.
All right, he's winning me over. He's charismatic. I get it.
Yeah. So we talked in this gas station for like 30 minutes and a long time.
Getting weird.
And I told him, I'm looking for a place to stay up here so I don't have to keep making this drive. And he's like, well, I've got this big warehouse that I converted into like an open floor plan home. You can come take a look at it, maybe if you need a place to stay. So the next week, I go meet up with this guy, Steve. And
there's always that one guy named Steve.
I know, yeah. So I meet up with Steve, and I go into his warehouse, and this guy I don't really know how to describe him, just really an insane person, really nice, really sweet guy. But this warehouse, he had like built these kind of makeshift rooms out of shoe boxes. So he literally had
what?
And
So he had
phones and knives.
Well,
and
in this
shit.
warehouse, no, it was like all types of trash and like
Yeah,
like a
I have
hoarder,
I have a
but-
bunch of photos of this.
Oh, I mean, can we see them?
That's what I'll actually see if I can.
If you can
find
pull them
right
on your
now.
computer, I can
that's-
share them.
Man, I always have visual
Yeah.
aids for some of my
See if I
stories.
can-
I know you do.
I think. Can you wait? Hold on, maybe not.
Well, I can text them to you, Matt, and maybe.
Yeah, you can with present.
I mean, you could also email
But
them.
he has to be able to. You could email them. Yeah,
And
you
then
could email,
open up the
In
email.
fact, yeah, email them to me. Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
the best way to do it.
Okay,
Now,
let me go through.
With the rooms, was each individual shoebox a room, or was it
like a mouse?
No, they were just like imagine like they were kind of like divider walls that were just made up of probably 200 stacked shoeboxes.
Oh, he was like a Nike head.
I can't believe you agreed to that. That should be like a gigantic.
No, so
red flag.
I did not immediately. I thought, wow, this guy is batshit crazy. I need to get out of here. So I left, and I actually ended up just living out of the back of my truck behind this bar for 3 or 4 months. And then I went back to California for a few months during the pandemic, and it's like, what the fuck am I? Oh, I found a great photo. Okay, Matt, I'm gonna email.
Were you
this
like maybe since
Um,
maybe enough time has passed, he's gotten his shit together. Maybe he's calmed down.
He's pulled it out. Yeah, so to speak.
I thought I'd kind of over the course of time when I was living in my truck, occasionally I'd go over there and have lunch with the guy. And
Sorry.
oh my god, this photo is so insane. Now that I'm,
Don't be Ruben. Just send it to me, and we'll put it up.
Occasionally have
right
lunch
now.
with the
I
guy
bet he even served tea, didn't he? Is he that level of a weirdo?
no, worse. No, he would make bowls of oatmeal with like gumdrops and like random.
Dude, he would
Yeah,
try
Bro,
to
was he a
drug your ass.
frittata?
A frittata?
This sounds like a retard. It's a nice way of saying it. With like, is he special needs? That sounds like something a
No,
kid
I-
would do.
yeah,
Oatmeal with
yeah.
Is this the
gumdrops.
herpter?
He had
Exactly.
some kind of problem, but yeah, really interesting dude. So in the summertime, I hit up Steve. I'm like, hey man, I'm coming back to Dallas and I need a place to stay. Like, I can't live in my truck when it's 110 degrees outside.
Why so
So,
much baby stuff? Did he have babies in there with you?
Bro.
Oh, cool. You were able to bring it up. Okay, man, I'm gonna send you even more photos.
Okay, well, tell the story.
So I hit up Steve. I'm like, hey, I need a place to stay. And he goes, yeah, we can work something out.
No.
You won't have to pay rent. I'm like, okay, great. So I
just got to
drive out
deposit
to
this
Texas.
dick.
So I drive out to Texas.
Down payment on his
and
ass.
he comes up with this like work schedule kind of thing where he's like, okay, I'm going to have you work for me around the warehouse for like, 20 hours a week. And that'll essentially be your rent. And
I have a question. Did he play the song from Buffalo Bob from Silence of the Lambs?
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
bro, no. Okay.
Buffalo
This just
Bob.
reminded me. He played the same. So he had speakers set up all around this warehouse and he played the same
wait,
5
can we-
songs on repeat.
Can we guess the
throughout the
songs?
entire day. Yes, yeah. If
Okay.
you can guess.
Wait,
I will-
was he
I'll
a
say-
great big gay person?
Yes,
I'm
he
gonna-
was. He was.
What year was this?
This was in 2020. Yeah, 20.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
All right. Older guy.
60. Yeah, 62. I think.
Oh, damn. Okay, because I was gonna go My Own Prison by Creed, but at that age, I don't think so.
Well, I can only remember 2 of the songs, so
Did
Well,
he
that
play
fucking
George
sucks.
Michael?
helpful.
Well,
What?
this was in Dallas. You might even know where this is, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could. Yeah. Oh man, if I had to, probably something from Journey, right?
Kind of close. Similar one-word band name.
Oasis,
Nah.
Snow, the Canadian white rapper.
Informa.
Informa. I'm gonna get that booty when you fall asleep tonight.
Hey, Matt, look in private chat.
All right, what were the
Okay.
songs? What were the 2 songs you remembered?
The 2 songs I remember were Ventura
Anya.
Highway by America and then Happy by Pharrell.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's a red flag right there.
Gonna put a pause in Michael's story. Cinevere has to go.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. I was really invested in the story, and I'm like, oh, I want to stay, but I really can't.
That's all good. Thank you so much for popping in, Sin. It was awesome. Thank you for doing the hostess job. You did fantastic.
I had a great time. Thank you so much for inviting me. And
Anytime.
guys, it was a pleasure meeting you guys. And Mad and Ruben, it was also a pleasure seeing you guys again.
Fuck yeah. All right, Sin. Thank you so much. Everyone give Cinevere a subscribe because she did a lovely job hosting today. And show her some love. And thank you so much.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Alrighty, cuties. You take care.
Bye, Sin.
Bye.
Bye, Sin.
And in her place, the far less attractive, but also just wonderful human being, please welcome that 70s rock
What
fan.
do you mean far less attractive? I'm hotter than hell. I'm smoking hot.
How you doing, buddy?
I like that shirt. How are you? Happy birthday.
70.
Well, sure. Thank you, sir.
So you came out, how many years ago did you come out?
I am not a homosexual.
It was 4 years ago.
He came out.
He's still in the closet.
You came out of a vaginal canal.
Oh, out of a vagina. Yes, that was 40 years ago.
And you spent the rest of your life trying to get back into other ones.
That's true. Still trying. With mixed success.
Anyway, good to see you. Happy birthday.
Mixed results. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thanks for popping in. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm awesome. Life is good. No complaints. Even
I
if
like
I did,
that
who
shirt,
would give a
dude.
shit? This is one of my shows, Canon Film Club.
Fuck yeah.
That's one of
That's
my
awesome.
regular
You got merch.
recurring shows. And
merch.
well, there's two of these. Lord Thoth has got the other one, but I'm trying. I don't know anything about setting up a storefront. I have stuff. I need to figure out how to get it to the public.
Well, there's a few different options for that, right?
Shopify.
There's like you can.
I feel like Shopify is actually good.
Yeah, Shopify.
Yeah, I mean, I'll figure out something. I do want to put stuff out like these various shows I've got.
All right, if you need help, let me
running.
know, because there are so many things that can be done now, technology wise, that are very easy to be done.
Wait, they've made
Well, I just gotta
advances in
pick for it.
technology?
This is the first time hearing of it.
No shit, really, Ruben?
But yeah,
I don't know why I'm being so mean to Ruben. I'm sorry. I feel bad.
No, because that's
immediately.
what I'm putting this all together. I'm helping people that help their businesses get going with all the technologies. You can get, what do you want to
Well,
get
it's
done?
not a
Boom, boom, boom.
technology problem for me. It's picking the right supplier or provider.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
You
not a
do the
technology
analysis because you do the analysis. You can tell Shopify versus Amazon versus whatever. Yeah, it's easy.
I feel like
to do.
some of these details
do
could be
the
worked off a
analysis.
stream.
They could.
I feel like some of it, yeah, Ruben.
Welcome back to
For
Merch
sure.
Talk with
Yeah.
Ruben.
Now, Ruben, what are the bylaws with selling merch across state lines? Can you
I'm
please
not
get
gonna-
into that for
forget
us?
it.
Ruben has his branded Kama Sutras that he sells.
It's like I'm a
That's
part
true.
of the journey. I feel like I'm on the journey with them.
I know. I love it. All right. Well, Michael has more photos.
Don't stop
Just to
believing.
catch
did
up
you get
there.
You got the rest of those photos, Matt?
I got him. Yeah, just to catch you up there, rock fan. My buddy Mike here, up in the top right, during the pandemic was living in Dallas and agreed to live in a warehouse with a
stars.
crazy person. Yep.
Yeah.
That he
exactly.
met at the gas station.
That he met at the gas
Yeah.
station.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter where you meet people. You can meet the right person.
Sure, you meet them
anywhere.
anywhere. You meet the right
Anywhere.
person anywhere. Yeah, exactly. So
I
it's
mean,
like
this
it's
story, I'm painting a type of story, but he genuinely is a really nice guy. I'm like, it's part of
I
the deal,
mean,
like, he's insane.
He's a nice guy. He only
Yeah.
has somebody in his basement and he's just put lotion on his skin. So
I'm pretty sure everybody thought Ted
fine.
Bundy was a real nice guy too at one
yeah,
point.
I know, right?
What is up with
So
all the
much
baby
Ted
stuff?
was a sweetheart.
So
Ted
this
Bundy's a
picture,
sweetheart.
wait, stop on this picture right here. That
Wait, which-
fridge right there. Wait,
Oh,
go
the
back to
fridge
the one
one?
with the
Okay.
fridge.
full of body
Yeah.
parts.
So no, he had there were like 4 or 5 fridges to the left of it, not in this photo, and that was the dividing wall for my bedroom that I stayed in.
the fridge was.
Yeah, it was like
Bruh.
5 refrigerators. Yeah,
That's
so
Bruh.
I'm trying to see
What
if
was
I
your door? A laundry basket?
No,
Yeah,
there was
exactly.
no door. It was just it stopped.
Why?
So he put fridges up there to like block
Yeah,
that
to
off.
cordon off that section. Yeah, and there was like a queen sized bed, and I'm trying to see if I have photos of the room.
The fridge is full of feet.
I mean, this is a pretty big warehouse.
Yeah.
It was huge. It was probably like I want to say like half the size of a city block. It was massive, and you could get up onto the top of the roof.
Trying to work that math out in my head.
So
okay, how big is a city block? All right, got it. Now divide it by half.
Yeah, sorry. It was massive, and so we could get up to the roof, and we had views of the Dallas city skyline. And he actually had letters from this developer that was trying to purchase the warehouse from him for like $2.6 million. He was showing me all these offer letters, and he refused to sell the warehouse to them. And at one point they were like, now this part he told, so he showed me the offer letters, so that was legit. But he told me that they broke into the warehouse and tried to plant child porn on his computers to get the Fed.
I swear to God, man, that's what happened. That's okay.
Wait. Plant child porn.
Yeah.
That's the politician defense, isn't it?
Yeah. How many people we've heard do that?
Oh no, my warehouse got hacked.
And all of a sudden I have CP on my computer.
Yeah, it was such a weird thing.
I bet it had to be. I mean, because for people that aren't from that area, when you say Dallas, the DFW area is comprised of several different cities, right? You get Arlington, Irving,
Frisco, Plano,
yeah. There's just so many. So
Irving.
What area and was it proper Dallas? It couldn't have been, right?
No, I'm trying to remember the.
Was it the south side?
I'm
of the
looking
Trinity
at.
River
I'm doing
or
a
the
little.
north side?
It was right next to. Are you familiar with Dallas?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
I lived there. Yeah.
Do you know where Full City Rooster is? It's kind of a big coffee shop. It's in the south side of Dallas. Oh, it's in Cedar.
South side.
It's in the Cedars neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
Where,
Okay.
Stevie Ray Vaughan was from.
Just south of the downtown historic district.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
Pretty fucking
area
insane.
around him was it was starting to become developed, which is why he was getting these getting harassed by developers, according to him. The offer letters were legit, though, so I know that part of the story is real. And the developer who was sending him these letters had some like faulty developments that resulted in the deaths of people. So I knew that this guy was like a
Where did that
bad
come from?
guy. I knew that this guy. So I kind of believed his story about, him breaking into his house and trying to plant drugs and illegal pornography in his place, because this guy, there was something with a crane that like smashed into a building and killed a couple people, and it was this whole this developer is kind of a notoriously bad person.
Also, I worked for the CIA. Don't tell nobody.
This is kind of starting to sound like a Ruben story, actually.
I mean, just be careful it doesn't turn into a Jet story. So at night he came in and asked you to take his clothes off.
I know it's some sad tragedy. You're just like, oh.
Actually, okay, I'll skip to the molestation. Well,
thank you. That's what we've all been waiting on.
I mean, yeah, that's what we're all here for, Mike. Don't bury the lead.
Yeah. So there's still a bit of a backstory to this. I'll try to keep it shorter. But one night I came home from work, and he was pacing around the house, like losing his mind. I walk in the door.
Sorry, did he live there too?
Yes, he did. Yeah. I walk in the door, and he's got his dogs on a leash, and he's pacing around the house or around the warehouse with the dogs on the leash. And he's got this like 8x12 piece of paper, comes up to me, slaps it on my chest, and walks out the door. And I look at this piece of paper, and to this day, I'm so bummed that I lost this paper, because it was this whole letter about how God hates him, and these developers are coming after him, and the IRS is after him because he owes the IRS like $500,000. And prior to this, he had a really nice car, and he had left his sunroof open during a rainstorm, and it completely destroyed the computer in his car. And it just like totaled his car. And so in this letter, it's this whole thing about how the IRS is after him, the developers are after him, his vehicle's destroyed, he has no money left, and he's going to so-and-so's house to get a gun and kill himself.
Whoa.
And
dude, you could inherit a whole warehouse.
Damn.
No, fun fact. Not a fun. Okay, probably not a fun fact. But if anybody ever says I'm going to off myself, they're not going to. They're fine. Don't worry.
Yeah.
About
Well,
them.
the rest of the letter included, things that he wanted me to do before he got back. So
He made you a maid,
chores.
Yeah.
So he made you a
yeah.
maid.
So in the rest of the letter, he goes on to say like, "Oh, I was so upset. I went into the bathroom. I went into the bathroom and I threw this mirror against the wall, and then glass shattered everywhere. And then oh my God, in the bathroom, he like built this bathroom himself
out of shoeboxes,
brick, and no, it was like brick and cement. And there, instead of a bath, it was like a hot tub kind of thing. And there was a couch. There was like an actual couch on this like stone pathway thing,
with like a hole cut in the middle where you could take a shit.
Is this where he sacrificed?
That sounds like the best
people
couch
at
ever.
too?
Did he have a bidet?
Yes, he did have a bidet.
Fucking, I'm on it tonight.
You're on it right now, man.
Wait, William Richards.
Where did he touch me?
You began following the directions in the letter. William Richards wants to know.
So there's glass so I go into the bathroom. I'm reading this letter. There's glass everywhere. The couch is like knocked over. Shit's just fucked up, like all broken. And in the letter, he's like giving me this detailed instructions of how to clean everything. And it's in all caps, like, do not miss a single piece of glass. And then once you're done sweeping up all the glass and picking up the furniture, I want you to unscrew the front door. There was like some maroon paint in some cabinet that he wanted me to get and repaint the entire door, and then like sand down the hinges so that they weren't rusty anymore, and then put the front door back on. And then he wanted me to repaint the steel gate that was in front of the front door.
Did you do all that?
No. This was at 11 o'clock. It was at 11 o'clock at night. And he wanted me to do all of this before he got back. And so I'm freaking out. I'm like, holy shit, I need to get the fuck out of here. So
that was your line, huh?
Yeah, I just need to get the fuck out.
Manual labor was your line.
It wasn't all the corpses. It wasn't.
It wasn't
all the weird baby toys and fucking
the implied molestation of just this entire scenario.
Yeah. And there wasn't.
The wall made of refrigerators.
That was your line.
The oatmeal with gummy bears for lunch. Nope.
Nope.
Straw.
Room
Hardware
dividers.
was the straw.
Dude,
but go on.
So there was so much shit.
Wait, just get to the molestation.
Yeah, you're right.
Jesus Christ.
He comes. So at 11
That's the
p.m.
part Matt's excited for.
I know that's Matt's like, I was
teased.
I
feel
hear
like
my friend get molested.
Well,
I feel like this is like the long night in Game of Thrones. Like, get to it already.
No, dude, this is like a Reuben story here, man.
I wish it were made up, but well, I'm just trying to combat all these little details are flooding in, and I'm trying to just get to the important part. I need a little doll. Is there a doll that I can?
Oh shit! Now he's gonna use dolls.
We need to touch in the house.
So, did you pick up the doll thing when you were living with him?
Jed, if you're gonna delay us getting to the molestation, it better be worth it. That wasn't.
Seriously, that was not. Let's go, Mike.
So I start furiously like packing all of my shit and throwing it into the back of my truck. It took me about like maybe 45 minutes or an hour, and I see him walking back up the street, and at this point, I'm like, I don't want him to think that I'm like running away, and I don't want him to attack me. Like, I don't know where this is gonna go, so I try to play it cool. I'm like, oh, hey, Steve, and he's like, hey, Mike, and we go back inside, and he just like breaks down sobbing, telling me about, all this horrible, legitimately horrible shit that's happened to him. And we're sitting at this table together.
Why?
He's telling me,
why didn't you just run?
It's
that
like
he was telling me that he had like a couple $1 million in assets stored away in Canada, and he needed to get to Canada somehow to get this money because he didn't have any money in the States, but he didn't know how to get to Canada, and car was,
I mean, off the top of my head, planes, trains, vehicle, like cars, just
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
In general terms,
no
head north.
idea.
Yeah.
In general terms, head north.
Just head north,
Yeah.
and you'll eventually hit it. Yeah.
So
if only
So I-
banks
I-
could
I get a
deposit
little-
to different countries.
If only there was something like wire transfers. I don't know. I'm spitballing here.
Well, he was like, I know this sounds crazy, but like, I can't get the money while I'm here. I have to go to Canada to get the money, or it was some kind of physical asset. He wouldn't say what it was.
How are we still not at the
Maple
moment?
syrup.
I
So-
don't get it.
I'm sitting there with him, and I break out like a pen and a piece of paper. I'm like, okay, let's go through this step by step, what you're going to do to solve this problem. We talk for a while, and then he's like, oh, I really want to go get some, I want to go get some ice cream. Right? So we get in my truck, and we drive to a Jack in the Box, and we get a bunch of shit from Jack in the Box, and we go to like a 7-Eleven or something. We get some pints of ice cream, and we go home, and we're like eating burgers and eating fucking pints of ice cream. And he starts telling me about this spiritual mentor that he had who taught them this like secret massage technique.
Shut up! There it is.
Wait. And so he's
finally
gonna
got
put
there.
ice cream on your nipples and shit.
And then he like clapped his hands and started rubbing them.
And then he locked the refrigerator door and trapped me in there.
Rubbed ice cream
fridge
all over
over.
him.
Yeah, he put 2 walls of shoe boxes. There was nothing I could do.
So you're in the car. He's telling you about this spiritual
No, this was
guru.
back at the house.
No, back in the house now. They've been
Oh,
eating
okay.
burgers and ice cream.
So you've gone to a second location. Always a
Yeah.
smart idea.
It's not a safe
Telling
location.
the story makes me, really reflect on how naive
Gullible and
yeah.
vulnerable. And
Yeah, how lucky I think is actually
Yeah.
maybe the thing.
Yeah, he's lucky he made it out of there
Yeah.
alive and not.
I just feel like you would open another door and there'd just be like 6 guys just like you, hung by their feet, like just drip dry of blood.
if it wasn't for the lockdown, God would have been so busy. He would not have had time to protect your asshole like he did.
Yeah,
But luckily,
not a lot
even heaven
going
was
on.
locked down.
Yeah, it's chill.
Fucking
Quiet
Biden.
time. Fucking Biden.
So he starts he
that's
starts telling me about this like, spiritual guru, this massage thing. And he's like, and he looks at me and he's like, you look really tense right now. Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Like, I'm cool. This whole night was it was a lot for me.
Isn't
but,
it? Look, it's got to be like 3 a.m. at this point, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Jack
tired.
in the Box,
Steve.
Jack in the
Looks
Box,
like-
only 24-hour.
Yeah,
That's why we went to Jack in the Box for food.
right.
Hey, bro, you
Um,
look a little bit tense when you hear the baby
Hey,
oil.
let me take off my clothes and I'll rub your shoulders.
Show you my Tootsie Roll.
Yeah. You're
Wait, did I get it again?
not quite. He didn't get naked, but so then he like forcefully grabs my forearm, like he's like, come on. He's like, come on. I'm giving you a massage. Like, you are just so tense right now. And like drags
You're
me
projecting.
into, my refrigerator room. Yeah. And he's like, lie down on the bed.
What?
I'm like,
Mike, did you lay down on the fucking bed?
No,
Yes,
Mike.
I guarantee he
Did you literally lay down?
Guaranteed.
Ass up. Did you lay down ass
No,
up?
Mike. No.
I look, I did, but I clenched
my
my butt
head.
cheeks really tight.
Clench
In
his
my head,
butt cheeks.
you know,
Like I went in
So
there,
did
but
the other guy.
I'm trying
Thank
to
God you had Jack in the Box because as a last resort if you needed it.
wait. Was
You
he
know-
the top or was he the bottom?
to shit yourself as a defense mechanism.
Well, I'm trying to do the like calculations in my head. I'm like, this guy. At this point, I was like, okay, this guy could probably kill me. Like, he could probably actually.
Now he
this
And
might
he's
be
about to
the-
kill that ass.
So,
Yeah.
so I'm trying to think like,
Murder
how
that
can I
butthole.
play along with this? To
I know. I'll lay down.
Yeah.
Defenselessly.
Like,
Do you
I was
mind if I
taking
put
my
any
clothes
baby
off
oil?
first.
You know.
well, I wanted to keep tensions low. I wanted to keep it and find
Well, that's
Tensions,
the whole
but
point
not
of massage,
temptations.
Michael. That's
try
the
and
whole
find a
point of the
way to
massage.
like escape this situation, you know. And so I lay down on the bed, and he like gets on top of me, like straddles.
What the
Bruh!
fuck?
We're, okay,
Bruh.
just for us
I didn't
visual
know
people,
that.
what
I
were
didn't
you
know.
wearing, and what was he wearing?
and describe it slowly.
I'm gonna. So I'm wearing. I was wearing like
Pardon the
jeans.
audience.
He's wearing like basketball shorts with no underwear on.
Oh.
How do you know he didn't have underwear on?
Because,
I can feel it.
dude, he he was like dragging his balls across my back.
Well, that's the technique. That's an old Eastern technique.
Because he was dragging his balls.
Ruben, what does that not sound like Ruben for?
Those
That
are
is
not
I
Benoit
would-
balls.
No. Yeah, it's a woman doing that.
It's an ancient spiritual trick. It's a
Yeah.
technique.
Ruben, strictly
It's
speaking,
we
a
don't
lot of
have
women-
any hot stones, so this is what I gotta use.
Strictly speaking, Ruben, a lot of women massage artists probably do drag their balls over you these days. I mean, this is the modern.
Well,
All right.
nowadays, yeah.
Certainly
You're
in
late.
Bangkok, they do.
You're laid face
Especially
down
back
on
up.
your bed while this grown ass 60-year-old man is playing Anya, or whatever the song was that you said. We're
Orinoco flow.
Only time.
Oh my god,
The
I want
only
you to play
time will
Enya right now.
you'll turn.
Get away.
I can't quit you, Michael.
Yeah, so I can feel his like dick and balls like
Oh.
on my lower back, like, and he's like, he's like rubbing my my triceps and my forearm, and he's like telling me this elaborate story about this woman he met, and like he's explaining all the massage
How
techniques.
close is he to your ear?
No, he was just like like straddling. He wasn't like bent over, leaning on over me. You know, he was just like sitting on
yeah.
me. Yeah. And he gives me this massage, and then he gets up and he's like, "You feel better?" And I was like, "Yeah." Oh,
You're
yeah,
so
yeah.
much more tense.
Yeah, exactly.
And and then we continued talking, and I was like, "Hey, man, like this is too much. This whole thing, this whole night, this was really too much for me, and I really appreciate you letting me stay here."
Real quick, remember when I said his line was manual labor? Apparently, his line, oh, bro, if you drag your balls across my back, that's it. That's the limit.
After
I'm
I
just wondering,
politely
Michael,
sit
what too
there,
much- how far
let-
would be too far be? If that wasn't too far.
after I let you massage me, as I could sense and feel your balls.
How did he react to you saying you're gonna leave?
He was like, "Yeah, I think." He said like, "Yeah, I think it's best for both of us that you leave." And I had all my shit packed up, and I just
Why did you
left.
ever unpack?
Left right
And,
there.
Yeah, bro. I'm like,
Left
didn't
at
have
4 in the
any
morning.
sense
Where'd
of
you
self.
go? Where'd you go at 4 in the morning?
yeah.
To
so
the
I slept
police?
in my car.
Yeah, right. Exactly. To the
Yeah.
gun store.
There's no point in going to the police because that guy was the chief of police.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's like what's that movie with Nicolas Cage where everyone's in on it? The Wicker Man. It's like the Wicker Man.
they're
Yeah.
all in it.
Yeah.
And he's just
Wait,
like, well, I'll
Wait,
look
wait,
into
wait,
it.
Wait, wait! Don't ever mention that movie when the real Wicker Man,
I
with
know,
Christopher
I know,
Lee,
I know.
Exactly.
That's right.
exists.
Christopher Lee, yeah.
Never mention the Nicolas Cage one.
So do y'all
Wait.
still stay in touch, or
Yeah. It's a good point.
Wait,
Good
he
question.
texted me like a couple months ago.
Why does he
And,
still have your number?
in fact, I bet I'll see if I have the text.
He's now the mayor of Dallas.
I
And that man was Jerry Jones.
if I wish you had all the text
Well, it's
between the two of
it
you,
was
so
the
we could
glory
do
of-
a text theater thing where we have two people play the part of each of you.
No.
I've got a photo of him.
It was Jerry Jones's glory holdings.
I don't know if
Yeah,
you should show the photo. Don't show the photo.
Yeah, don't show the photo. That
show
may
the
be
photo.
too much. Yeah.
No,
I feel like we all know what he looks like.
Yeah, we got it. No,
We
don't show the
probably
photo.
do. He looks
Silent.
like
Salad
Steven
fingers.
Seagal, kind of.
So,
That
oh,
tracks.
wait.
That fucking
Wait,
tracks.
hold on. What era?
Yeah.
Steven Seagal under
Like
siege
Now,
or
now,
Nowadays,
Yeah,
Russian
Assassin-
refugee.
It's a photo
Yeah.
of Brahma.
Hey,
He was
hey,
sitting on
Soul,
his chair fighting.
Soul has a good. How many massages have you gotten
Soul.
since then?
It's a
It's
photo
David A.
of Brahma.
Pussy.
You know, like,
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
When
this
you
is
actually
this
go,
is
Go ahead. Sorry, Raja.
this is starting to remind me of the remake of The Mechanic.
So what did he text you? Was this like
This was
You
December
up?
6th, 2023. So this was a while ago, actually. I was on the front page of our Big Papers Metro section a few days ago. I'm surprised he got a decent pic of my dogs because they were miserable and both of them were lower than their shoulders. But I guess for 1 second, Stockholm lifted his head up. I hope you have continued performing. You're better than you give yourself credit for. And then he sent me a photo of the newspaper.
And
with
he meant performing fellatio on older men.
Yeah.
he was
that?
Was
That
his
is
name
the
sea bass by any chance?
that is a 60-year-old man's way of saying you up.
Yeah. At 9:09 p.m. Yeah.
You're a beautiful soul, an asterisk in a dark sky.
Steve Chrysler.
No,
it's you,
stop.
Matt?
Don't
What's
say
next
stuff
to
like
you?
that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say it.
Everyone forget what that
It's
was.
Matt. Matt's
Yeah.
texting
It,
him.
it was actually Dodge Jeep.
Yep,
Dodge.
that's right. It was Jeff
It was a
Mercedes.
Jaguar.
Jeff Mercedes.
Bill Pontiac.
Well, Mike, thank you very much for sharing that insane story.
Yeah.
That was fucking
Yeah.
nuts.
It was
I
a good build. It was a slow burn, but worth it.
No, I
Yeah.
know. There was so much crazy shit that he made me do in that period of time when I was like working for him. So he wanted to cover his roof in AstroTurf so that his dogs had a place to pee.
It's shit. Boy. Well,
so
we're gonna
there
have
was-
to put
there
it
was
to be
development.
continued, right?
There was a development happening down the road, and in the middle of the night, he would drag me out to go steal their AstroTurf from this
What?
ongoing development and haul it down the block, take it upstairs. And these things weigh like I don't know if you've ever carried AstroTurf, but they were so heavy.
Yeah.
We're going back and forth, dragging these up and down the block, taking them up the staircase, throwing them on the roof. So his
It's
dog.
when- It's when he asked you to
Committing
mow-
grand larceny.
He was
when he
trying
asked you
to
mow
national.
the
nat-
AstroTurf. That
he was
I mean,
trying to natural born killers you. You
Yo,
start with small crimes.
Yeah.
A little touching, a little dragging of
How
balls
much
on
is
the back.
rent in Dallas? Like, is it that
I know.
much?
I was such an idiot. I was
It
such
is that much.
so dumb.
Committing
It was
larceny.
not. It was not enough for me to be doing that.
No. All right. Well, thanks, dude. That was
you see
something
what
else.
Soul said?
What did
Mads Mike out crazy your story.
Oh, let's calm down. All right.
Oh, my story is crazy.
It's been a couple years since I've told the cock in the grass story. I got one in the chamber if I need it.
All right. I like that one. I feel like I didn't get to talk to Rock Fan and Redshirt very much, man. What you guys been up to?
Don't worry about it, mate. Just a pleasure to be here.
Fuck yeah.
It is.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Yeah,
You
Thank
deserve
you.
it. The best.
I've been. I haven't been in a couple of weeks because I didn't want to watch the movies, but I've been on Toxic Tuesday for a while now. On a
Nice.
regular
Hell yeah.
basis.
You're like a regular
32
panel. That's
flavors
awesome.
of Nick Weiser.
He's the fucking
Yep.
man.
Yeah, I got a story that I bet would have done pretty well in your contest. If you
Oh,
wanna hear it.
please. I would love to
Okay.
hear it.
So I'm hanging out at my girlfriend's fraternity in college. A friend of hers from high school is visiting. So the three of us are just sitting around, drinking beer, talking. And somebody comes in the door and goes, "Hey, does anybody know first aid?" And the friend, his name was Mark. Fred goes, "I do." He looks at me and he goes, "Do you?" I said, "I know something about it." So he says, "All right, let's get downstairs, see what the hell's going on." Well, apparently some freshman had gone to the party, had not been at a beer party before, and there were 3 steps down from the front door and these were slate to a slate step, okay, patio, like, okay. And this guy came out the front door so drunk he completely forgot there were stairs.
Oh.
And he went face first into the bottom, below the bottom step. So we get down there, and he's lying on the ground, unconscious, in a pool of blood from his head.
Oh.
And Mark yells at somebody, go get a blanket and call 911, get an ambulance here. He says, we got to turn this kid over. If he vomits when he's this drunk, he's going to choke on his own vomit.
Yo.
Oh, my God.
Okay, but we don't know whether he's got a back injury. So I'm going to take the hips. You take his shoulders. And when on 3, we're going to roll him on his side together. Don't twist his back. And cup his head. So you grab one shoulder with your left hand, you grab his head with your right hand, cradle him, and we're going to roll him onto his side.
Jeez.
So I got him there, and Mark tucks his knees, tucks his legs up a little bit so that he's leaning on his legs. And they get a blanket, and we chuck the blanket over him. And the kid suddenly becomes conscious enough. He grabs the edge of the blanket, pulls it over him, and lies back down on his stomach. And Mark goes, fuck him, he's fine.
Oh, God. But you said he's in a pool
And
of
at that
blood. He doesn't
moment,
sound fine.
Yeah. Well, it's a head wound. And they bleed like crazy. So that's where the blood came from. He had a scalp wound. And at that moment, the ambulance with the lights on comes into the parking lot of the fraternity, and then the EMTs pull up with a stretcher. Wow. But yeah, we were ready to. I mean, Mark was ready to have somebody take a door off its hinges, and we were going to strap him to a backboard.
Wow!
Oh my God.
When did it happen to him?
I never heard. No, yeah, no. I suspect what he had. So. Yeah. Well, he was too drunk to die, and he probably wound up getting about 5 or 6 stitches in his scalp someplace.
There's nothing worse, Rager, is there, than waking up. The horror you feel when you wake up in a pool of blood, and then the relief after you realize it's not yours.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why the Jews do it right with keeping the women outside. Yeah.
when I was in college in New York, I got super drunk. I got off the subway, so I lived in like Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, and there was like I take the express train to like 59th Street, but I lived at like 77th Street. So it was like you could wait for the local or you could walk it, and sometimes I'd wait for the local but it would take forever at night. Then sometimes I would walk it. This night I decided to walk it. I was in the city drinking, I was hanging out with this chick. And I see these guys, this dude and this chick standing outside this guy's car, and I see him smoking. And I walk over, like, hey, man, can I get a cigarette? And he goes, yeah, sure. Here, take this shot. He gives me like a big shot of Hennessy. I was like, all right, I'm going to take that. And we're sitting there, I'm talking, smoking. I'm like, all right, I'm going to take off. He's like, take one more shot. And I was like, all right, well, I guess that fucking did something to me. Because the last thing I remember is blurrily, vaguely being carried into an ambulance. So I guess what happened was, and then I woke up in the hospital like, a few hours later. I guess what happened was I passed out on the street and puked on myself. And then someone like called an ambulance and brought me to the fucking hospital.
That's why you have to build up your tolerance to Rufinol. I've always said that.
Was your ass sore? Was your ass hurting?
No, not that I recall. Everything was sore because I fucking got so goddamn drunk I puked and passed out on the street. So
I got a quick one. I was acting supervisor one night back when I was a cop. I was going out because these two guys were fucking up an assault case. It was simple, but they were fucking up. So I'm on my way out there to unfuck it. And I see a truck pulled over by the ditch and 3 people dragging a body from the ditch to the truck. And I'm like, Whoa. So I called dispatch. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have to make a quick stop on my way. What's going on? They're like, look, our friend, he's drunk. He's passed out. We can't get him to wake up. So I'm like, all right. So I slowly start putting on my gloves as I call the paramedics. I'm not touching this fucker. You know what I mean? And I call, and I think they've been running all night. It was like a Saturday night, so they've been call after call after call, and they finally had a little downtime to take that nap. And so I'm calling to wake them up. And as soon as I requested them, and as soon as I let go of my hand mic, the dude wakes up and goes, "Hey, what's going on, man?" I'm like, "What's going on? You're passed out in a fucking ditch on the side of the road." "Oh yeah, that's because I'm drunk." Yes.
Okay. How'd you get in a ditch?
So the ambulance shows up and they're pissed at me. I'm like, bro, I swear to Christ, he was
2 seconds
unresponsive right up until the
Seconds
moment
ago.
I let go of the mic.
Oh, that's fucking great. All right, folks. Well, we are going to wrap there. It is 11 o'clock for me, so I am going to wrap it up. But I want to thank everyone for coming on. This was really fun. Thank you for celebrating my birthday with me, and thank you everyone who watched. This was great. This was so much fun. Everyone who was in the chat the whole time, and you guys are fantastic. Jed, we know your channels. Jed Revenwolf, right, and the Pop Culture Archivists.
Archivist, yeah.
Archivists. I think that's just a matter of pronunciation, but sure thing. And Michael won't share his music with the world, but keep an eye out. Eventually, Michael will put something out. I'll promote it on this channel. Mad, you got a new channel, right?
Yeah, it's Matt's new channel.
That's what it's called, right?
Yes, it's called Matt's new channel.
Could be inaccurate at some point.
Yep. Every Tuesday we do Matapap, where we break down a story from history. Last week was what was last week? Oh, we went over the Charles Thideau, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. He killed the President Garfield, but his story was crazy. Talked about him. We talked about dolphins being jerked off for science. We've talked.
I've heard that story actually.
Yeah. Just some amazing stories.
Will you put the link in the chat for me?
Yeah, sure will. This week we're going to be talking about James String. He started his own little segment of Mormons after Joseph Smith died, and it did not go well for him or Beaver Island.
Did he string them along?
It's a good tease.
Hey, what happened to your old channel, Matt?
It's there.
Okay.
Still there.
Okay.
Go check it out.
Ruben
Ruben Christopher Haynes. What can we learn about the chosen people in the coming days?
Well, basically, you can follow me, Ruben Haynes, at YouTube, Substack, X.
Ruben
and Rumble.
Haynes.
So what's going on here? I have a show on Wednesday, and I'll be with the Front Porch Conservative for his show on Wednesday. I don't know the link yet. On
Baby Killer.
Be quiet.
Just kidding. Go ahead.
And then I have another show coming up on Friday with Janet, and tomorrow Chaya has a show. I have to find out where she's actually having a show with somebody from the Front Porch Conservative talking about her banner. So I'll send it out to my link too.
There you go.
And then I will give a exclusive to Zach's and to Matt if on this other story coming out, later on in the year.
It's a alleged story.
Yeah.
That apparently exists. All right. Well, there you go. Go give Ruben keeping up.
One last thing, and
right.
prayers for Gabriel Haynes. My nephew has leukemia. He's gonna have to get a bone marrow transplant. We're working on the details. Get the family down there. So keep him in his prayers. Thank you.
All right. I mean, not Christian prayers, because we don't do that anymore. Only the Jewish prayers. Keep them in your Jewish prayers. Okay.
Got to keep that over there now, because you.
Wait a second. Hold on a second. That's Michael does have something. Sentient Dildo shared it. Thank you.
They, them, energy. They, them, energy.
Energy.
They, them, energy.
They, them, energy.
They, them, energy.
They, them, energy.
They, them.
I was so nervous that you actually found.
I feel energized already.
I do too. Red Shirt, you said you're going to be Toxic Tuesday tomorrow?
Yes, I am. We're going to be talking Young Guns 2.
Oh, I love Young Guns so much.
Oh, that's such a disappointing. Like, Young Guns is amazing.
Awesome.
But Young Guns 2, oh boy.
I don't remember it. I blocked it from my mind.
It's better that way.
Yeah. Well, even so, Nick does a great show, and go watch Toxic Tuesdays and see Mr. Redshirt. And that leaves you, sir, Mr. Rock Fan.
Well, I will also be on Toxic Tuesday.
Boom.
As I am every week with Nick and the lads.
But you have other stuff too. You still doing Bourbon and Boarding?
Bourbon and Boarding Saturday nights.
He does a Monday show.
Playoffs. Go Stars. I got tons of stuff going on. Channel's doing really well, Matt. You'll be pleased to know I am over 2,000 subs.
Fuck yeah, dude. Way to go. That's awesome, dude.
2050 now.
I'm never going to get there.
So. You will. Had a gaming stream today, so nothing. But yeah, lots of great shows. next Monday we'll be talking a bit of Rush. We're going to do some music next Monday.
What were you playing on your game stream?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, nice.
Kind
I
of
love
in
that
the
game.
Shadow Curse lands at the moment. And
I hate that part.
Me and Joe were over there the last time ripping on him. So
Till you get the pixie and the and you can then once you can walk through the curse, it's not so bad. But before that, it's a real pain in the ass.
Indeed. Well, it's fun. Things.
What character are you running?
He's a ranger elf.
Oh, sick! Yeah,
ranger elf. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have all the mods though, so Shadowheart and crew are all naked all the time. because
Sick.
I'm a chud,
Sick.
so
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, but yeah, lots of stuff on the channel. Go check it out.
Give Rock Fan a follow. He's a good man. And watch Toxic Tuesday
music,
tomorrow.
Tons of stuff.
Fuck
Korean
yeah.
stuff. Lots of great Korean content.
That's
to talk
right.
about.
Yeah, you
Big
always
on the
talk about
Korean
that.
stuff. Yeah.
Did you watch the Eternaut by any chance?
The Eternaut.
Eternauts or Eternaut?
I don't recall watching anything called the.
It's a new one. It's not Korean. It's a Netflix show, Argentinian. But it's like
right, okay.
kind of post-apocalyptic, but it's more than just that. It's really, really good.
Wait, is that the one with the dude on the dirt bike?
I will.
I don't think so.
I will
Dude on a
take a
dirt
note of that.
Yeah, that was
my
a zombie
friend.
one. It wasn't like
It's not zombies, but it's really, really good. It just was not what I was expecting. It's been my
Started
favorite
watching.
thing.
It's been out for a while, a few years, but Sweet Home is a Korean show on Netflix, which is kind of a demon stroke.
Jed likes
zombies
Sweet
stroke
Home
movie.
Alabama.
There's that crazy Hong Kong one with all the walls, like it takes place in like the 80s.
Twilight of the Warriors.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
Walled in. Oh, that was the best. My favorite movie last year.
Yeah, it was fucking great.
Walled in. Twilight of the Warriors.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome movie.
Yeah, it's just like we have like superpowers now. Okay, on board. That's it.
Yeah.
No need to explain any of it.
No explanation needed. Yeah.
a lot of Korean stuff.
All right. And as far as me, I won't be doing the MFR next Monday just because mom's in town. But follow me on my socials, Twitter, Insta scam, as Vigilante says, and keep an eye out for new content. All right, Joel. Well, that's going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me on my birthday, on my 40th, dear God. And this was a lot of fun. And thank you to all the panelists and Cinevere and Vidge and then I forget someone else who was here. Zax, of course.
Zax.
Yes. So, all right, y'all. Have a fantastic evening. We'll see you later.
How's that for a slice of fried gold?
Yeah, boy.